Yo, 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 what's up, people? How y'all doing today? Um, I come on to finish from yesterday. I wanted to finish that video on part two, and I also want to share with the community that um I just sold some crypto. Um, and we're gonna go into the reasons why I did that. And I'm just being transparent with you guys. I literally just sold it about a half an hour ago. So I'm not gonna not tell you guys what I'm doing because I know it's a lot of people that actually follow what I'm doing. So I just want to let people know that I have sold a little bit of my cryptocurrency for a major reason. It's a reason why I did that. I didn't sell everything I have, but I definitely took my initial investment out of the market. Selling is a part of winning in the market. Not only do you buy, you must sell in order to make profits. So I want to explain to you guys what I've done, why I've did it, and that doesn't mean I'm not bullish or I'm not still thinking the market will continue to rise. Um, it's a reason for my logic, and I'm going to get into it right now and explain it to you guys. So shout out to the chat. I got a whole nother device here, so I learned from my mistake yesterday. I have the stream playing on the side, and I'm actually watching the chat now, so I can see what's going on in the chat. So shout out to Miss Lethal in the building. CX is in the building. Screenshot Poppy is in the building, and it's a few people in the bushes. And I'm gonna make sure that I go through this live so you guys can understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and the sense that I'm making with this move that I just made. So yes, I have sold some cryptocurrency for a great reason, and we're gonna get into it today because guys, taking profits is a part of making money in the market. The worst thing you want to see happen is your profits dwindle to nothing, right? So you want to take advantage on the way up the same way I took advantage on the way down when everybody else didn't want to buy. So let's get into that. I see you guys pulling up. We got Dory Noel in the building, Miss Lethal, Screenshot Poppy, Big Daddy Roro. I see all of you guys in the building. Right now, the price of XRP, I mean, the price of Bitcoin is at $97,237. The market cap is at, let's put this on the big screen. The market cap is at $1.9 trillion. The volume is at $55 billion in 24 hours. The volume. Okay, we have, let's get it to the other currencies. Let's get up here. Cryptocurrency. So we have these are the top. The fear and greed index is still in extreme greed at an 84 right here. You can see this right here on your screen. Um, we had a 3.4 total market cap for the whole cryptocurrency index. All right, the Bitcoin dominance is at 56% dominance for Bitcoin. Okay. Um, Now I want you guys to pay attention. Okay, XRP is one of the cryptos that I sold today, and I also sold some of my XLM. Right. Once again, it's a method to my madness. I'm in this to make money, not to lose money. Okay. The number one rule in investing is protect your money. Do not lose money. Okay. If I'm not losing money, that means I'm profiting. All right. So XRP is up 21% today. All right. It's at $1.78. I actually sold out at $1.30. I didn't sell out everything. I sold my initial investment at $1.80. All right. Solana is in the number 4 position. XRP has just passed BNB. The total market cap of XRP is at $100 billion. Okay, we just reached a milestone with the market cap. All right, we got Solana sitting at $116 billion. It's in the number 4 spot. Remember, Tether is a stable coin. All right, Tether is pegged to the dollar. It's technically a cryptocurrency, but it's almost, just imagine a dollar. This is like a dollar. So if you had dollars, you exchange it for Tether. People sometimes hold their dry powder in the crypto world in Tether, or USD. All right. So that's what this is. Ethereum is in the number 2 spot with a market cap of $432 billion. All right. It's up 8% on the day. And Bitcoin is the big dog. We holding 1.9 trillion dollar market cap. Okay, so that's what Bitcoin is at a price of around $97,000 for one Bitcoin. All right, so I see XRP moving up the ranks. Let's click on XRP and see what's going on. All right, so today we had a very strong day in XRP. Right, XRP is up in a month's time. Okay, XRP is up. Let's get this data right. It's up 100. Let's see where it's at. Where it says at. In a month's time, it's up over 200%. Right? It's killing the game. It's really killing the game. It's destroying logic, right? Remember, guys, I was buying down here in this 50-cent area. Okay. I'm seeing prices at $1.78, which means I almost quadruple my money, right? What's the risk versus what's the reward? Okay. This is what investing is all about, right? So we got Ismail in the building. I appreciate you pulling up. All right. So why did Biz sell? What the hell is Biz talking about? I thought he liked crypto, and why did he sell? It's a method to the madness, right? So let me explain this to you. Bitcoin is up 240% on the month. Okay. I've gained 240% on my investment in 1 month's time. To me, that signals, Biz, stop being greedy. Biz, get your initial investment out of there. The object of investing is to protect your money. Okay. So let me tell you guys what's going on with Ripple and why Ripple is up. So let's go to this. And then we're going to get into the video that I want to finish from yesterday. And I got everything set up so I make sure that I can pay attention to this chat. So because you guys do a good job of telling me when I'm messing up or when I ain't got things right. All right, XRP surges 14%, nears $1.70. Now this article was made today, but when I sold XRP, it was at $1.80. So, okay, level last seen in April 2021. I didn't sell all my XRP. All right, I just need to be transparent with the community because I know it's a lot of people that actually mimic my moves. This is not financial advice. I'm just a crypto enthusiast that like to talk about these crypto topics. Whatever you do in your own personal life, you do it at your own risk. Okay. It say it surged 14% in the past 24 hours, outpacing Bitcoin and other majors, extending a month-long run that's seen its price triple. Okay. Greed is a sin. All right. Greed is a sin. Okay. And I'm seeing these prices double and triple. And in the case of XLM, I seen the price 4x, went up 4 times the amount of money I put in this thing. Okay, so while everybody else was crying and nobody else wanted to buy, I was buying the market. Okay, and while everybody else is buying, I am selling into the market. This is how I make profit. Okay, I'm making profit right now. And let's see what's going on with XRP according to this article right here. It say XRP surged 14% in the past 24 hours. A confluence of factors have contributed to XRP's appeal in recent weeks. So they're saying a lot of different things is going on, making XRP become more wanted. People are looking at it. Everybody's going on a buying frenzy. Okay. I don't like to buy when others are buying, right? I do the opposite what everybody else is doing. I do the opposite of the herd because a lot of people lose in investing. Right? It's somebody that's winning and somebody that's losing and investing. So you want to be the guy that's winning, right? So I will buy when everybody else don't want to buy. And I will sell when everybody else is selling, when the market is hype, right? It's a lot of hype around me right now. So I just decided, hey man, Biz, get your money out of there. Let's play with house money. That's all that's going on right now. And I'm gonna show you why. Because I was upstairs, I was sitting in the bed, and I was looking. I was like, man, let me get my money out of here. Let me play with house money because I'm killing it right now. Look at this. Look at this price surge in this graph right here, in this chart. We're down here for months, right? And now we get this extreme rise in prices. Now, the market can continue to go higher. What's the risk? Is it worth my risk when I was buying right here? No, to me, it's not. Not saying that XRP can't go to $3, $4, right? Greed is a sin. Okay, I'm not in it to be looking at my money in the market the whole time and never taking profits, right? Profits in selling is a part of investing, right? A lot of people get greedy and they'll be mostly the ones stuck holding the bag. I'm not going to be holding this bag, especially when I was buying at 50 cents. What is the risk for this token to go to $2 versus to go back down to $1? In my opinion, it's not risky. I mean, it's a little bit too risky for me, and I decided to take my initial investment out. That's all I did, was take my initial investment out. And we're going to get into the numbers and the logic behind the move that I just made. Okay. So as we see on the bottom, it says there was no immediately apparent cause for Friday's jump, though several factors have contributed to XRP's appeal in recent weeks. We've been over this. XRP is a digital currency that can literally transform the way we do finance in the world. Okay, it's attacking the global financial structure of the SWIFT system. Right, it's a way for big banks to transfer money around, and if they put all the money or all the assets on the XRP ledger, it would cause a major price explosion, and we was like nobody has ever seen before. Okay, people are saying that XRP can actually dethrone Bitcoin one day, right? This is what everybody's saying. It's a lot of speculation in the Bitcoin. I've heard that Elon Musk was considering buying a piece of Ripple, the parent company of XRP, and instituting XRP in his platform called X. That makes sense, huh? Right? So all of this good news. We still have Donald Trump on the horizon. Being inaugurated. We still have the SEC, the chairman of the SEC, bound to be fired or resign or fired on January 20th, right? We still have good news on the horizon. But again, greed is a sin, okay? And I did some numbers in my head and I just decided, it's not even worth it. I'm good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. So that's a part of investing, guys. You can't get greedy and do the opposite of the herd. If everybody else is buying, I don't want to be the one buying. Okay. So we see what's going on in the news. It's really no apparent cause. There's a lot of rumors going on. I've heard that the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, was going to be elected to one of Trump's staff. This is all rumors and all speculation, right? I want to get to the facts. Okay. The fact of the matter is, J Dub, appreciate the membership, bro. Thanks for being a member to the platform, man. I'm hoping you winning. I'm hoping everything's going good in your life. And like I said, man, I appreciate the members. The members keep this channel moving, man, because you guys motivate me to keep it going. It say, no lie, I copy your altcoins. I see CX comment. No lie, I copy your altcoins and add it. I'm at 31 altcoins. I am 31 altcoins. All right, salute. See, this is why I gotta be very transparent with my audience. I don't want to leave no stone left unturned. You guys need to know what I'm doing, and I need to make sure that I'm being transparent. I literally just sold right before I came on this live stream, and I did not let an hour, not 1 hour pass before I came to this platform and let everybody know what Biz is doing. The whole community. So if hopefully people can rewatch this replay and see what is this title, Selling into Strength. Okay, I'm going to explain right now. So we done went through the crypto market. Let's get this news off the screen. Let's go to this because I still want to get into that video. We're going to shout out to the thumbnail lady right now because you guys are going to laugh your asses off. The thumbnail lady made this for me, and I think it's pretty cool. So shout out to the thumbnail lady for making this for me. You guys looking to maybe talking to her, maybe she can help you out with your platforms and give you something that can help you out. So she just made this for me. So shout out to the thumbnail lady with the Bitcoin and bitches. I think this is funny, and I will use this and make sure that I promote it and let you guys know that she's the one did this for me. So I think this is totally hilarious. When she sent it to me, I just bust out laughing. I said, yo, you out of control. So we got this as a banner, as an overlay. I can add this to my platform whenever I choose. And I think that's good. So shout out to the thumbnail lady for this. All right. Want to get that out the way. What's going on? We got Phoenix Rising in the chat. Miss Collins in the building. It say you should have your own gold corporation. Robert Sprite. I don't know, but I wish I could one day. Oliver Green, appreciate you pulling up. We got Jezza of Oz, appreciate you pulling up. Mike Nice, I see all y'all in here. See, I made it to where I could see the chat this time, because last time I ran out of audio and it wasn't a nice thing. So shout out to the thumbnail lady for this thumbnail. And I mean it's banner, it's overlay, so I got an overlay now, and I think it's just hilarious. I do. I was dying laughing when I saw this. All right, so let's get to the getting. All right, this, guys, is my total portfolio just with crypto. Okay, remember now, I started this portfolio when this channel started. I'm gaining a lot of money over here. It's going berserk, and I know what this means. Okay, everything doesn't go up forever. And it's now time for me to calculate my risk versus reward, especially with the Christmas season approaching. Today was a great day for me to sell because XRP just went even higher, right? Other day was just at $1.50. Now I'm looking at $1.80. I'm like, okay, Biz, stop being greedy. You done tripled your money. You done tripled your money. What is the risk versus the reward? And I did some math and it makes sense to me. So I sold a little bit of my position, not a lot, just a little bit, to recuperate my initial investment. If you guys can see this on your screen, okay, my total balance on this account right here, this is not my stock portfolio. I still have stocks too as well. My total balance is $55,000, right? This is my money. This is my investments that's in the market right now, just in the crypto world, okay? And it says in my crypto wallet is $24,000 just in the crypto wallet. If you see right here where it says fiat wallet, that means nothing but cash. Okay, that's the cash that's in my wallet. It's $7,304 that's in my wallet right now. This morning, that same wallet said $1,000, like $1,200 or something like that, right? So I was just looking at the market. I said, wow, we just going, so what you going to do? Just keep going up? Right? When I know that everybody's being greedy right now, it's too many factors that make me decide, okay, Biz, enough is enough. Let's get your money out of this and let's play with the house's money. Okay? That's what I'm deciding to do. All right. If you see this earn wallet, this is my Crow coin position. That's at $23,000. So I got about 25,000 in each one of these. In my crypto wallet, that's all the cryptocurrencies that I have. And this is my earn wallet. This is the wallet, the money that I have on here that's staked. Okay. And I'm getting a percentage that pay me in Crow. I explained this before on another live stream. That's why I even have this position. So this money is in the market, is being staked, and they are paying me for this staking, for me staking this. Like today they pay me like 1,000 tokens in Crow. It's worth about almost $200. So I sold it, right? Every time now when they paying me these Crow coin for me staking this $23,000, I just sell it all because it's all free money to me, right? So when I get the rewards, I just sell it. So now I'm capitalizing, building up my fiat wallet. Because guys, let me tell you something about this investing thing. All right, this number on your screen, this $55,000, is an illusion until you sell it. Right? If you don't sell it, you run the risk of this going back down to 30,000. This going back down to 40,000. Okay, this is the risk you take by leaving your money there and just saying, "Oh, it's going up forever." Right? I understand. What did I tell you guys? You're going to have 10 sunny days in a row, before it starts raining. And you might have 10 rainy days in a row before it starts being sunny. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean 10 days of green and 10 days of, I'm just using the 10 number as an example. Okay. We can be in red for a whole year, but just the example, it can't rain forever, just like it can't be sunny forever. It has to be a balance. Okay. It has to be a balance. And I must not be emotional. I must stick to my principles. And that way I can always win. I cannot lose if I'm sticking to my principles. Okay, so we can see this account is at $55,000. All right, you guys know that it didn't start this high. This is extreme growth to the point, okay, to the point where we're going to put this on the screen. In the past month, okay, I've seen $33,000 of growth into this portfolio. So you guys can do the math, okay? What's 55 take away 33, right? Something like $22,000. So I went from $22,000 to $55,000 in a matter of a month. That's very dangerous, okay? That's a lot of people piling in the market right now, right? Now, I do believe in these positions that I hold. This is why I only took out my initial investments, because I'm looking at this market just go roaring crazy. And by me being in the market, my experience with the market is this can turn ugly real fast. Okay. It's like a train wreck. The same way it's going up and everybody's all happy, this can turn and go ugly real fast. So the people that follow me, I want you guys to understand what I'm doing here. I'm de-risking myself. That's all I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna show you the next slide. Make sure you can see this. All right, this is my Stellar position. Okay, this is what I invested into Stellar Luminous. Okay, I was buying, as you can see on this screen right here, I was buying Stellar. My average cost is 10 cents. Okay, I was buying this position around 10 cents a token. The price right now is 54 cents. I'm not going to say it's not going to go to $2, $3, $4, $5. I can't say that with degree of certainty. But what I can say with a degree of certainty, 100% certainty, is that I done 5x my money in this position. Okay, I invested a total of $1,045 into this position of Stellar when it was around 10 cents. Okay, that means this position now was worth around $5,400, and I only put $1,000 in there, right? So now I'm seeing this crazy growth, this 5 times my money, no matter what it is. Like I said, it takes the same amount of time to make a $10 trade or a $100 trade as it do to make $1 million trade. The principles must apply. You must be disciplined. Okay, we want to take the emotion out of it, right? I'm not too excited when the market goes up, just like I'm not too depressed when the market goes down. I want to stay even keel. That way I can win. Because remember, in order for me to win, somebody lose. Somebody just bought my tokens today, and now they must take that. It's almost like a relay race. They must take that relay and run the next leg of the race. I don't have to run that next leg of the race. I ran the first leg of the race. I'm out the way. I'm going to get Sprite right now. I'm drinking. I'm getting Gatorade right now. This guy got to take this and run the rest of the race, and that's his risk now. Now he's assuming my risk or some of my risk. Let me explain. So when I looked at this and I said, okay, I had 10,000 XRP token. Okay. Let me see if it's on it. Yes, it's on the screen right here in the middle. It tells you how many XLM tokens I have, because this is XLM. I'm going to show you the XRP next. All right. I had 10,000 XLM tokens, and I paid about $1,000 for it at 10 cents. Okay. That same $1,000 went up to approximately $5,400. And I said, hey, Biz, you just 5x your money. Don't worry about where it can go. Worry about what just happened. Take your money out of there. And I start doing the math. So now I'm left with 8,000 XLM token, right? I sold maybe, what did it say? Maybe not, like around 1,900 XLM token for my $1,000 back, right? So what did just happen just there? I just took my initial investment, my $1,000 that I put in this play, right? I took it out. So now, guess what? I have no risk involved. All of my risk is out, right? And I'm left with 8,000 XLM tokens for free. They basically, like, somebody just gave them to me because I was buying at 10 cents. It's worth 54 cents right now. This is a part of investing. Okay. So now this position here is worth, let's say, let me look on my screen because that's just showing you the profit. Let me see. It's probably worth around $4,000. Let's just keep it simple with the money. Okay. It's probably worth around $4,000. So that $4,000 is free money. Okay. I took my $1,000 out. So that $1,000 went back to my buying power. Now, my risk in XLM is zero. I have zero risk involved, right? And I have 8,000 XLM token for free. So what's the real difference between 8,000 XLM token or 10,000 XLM token? Let's see. Every time XLM moves a penny, when I had 10,000 XLM token, it would go up, my portfolio would go up $100. Every penny it went up, it would go up $100. Okay. Now that I de-risk myself, every time XLM goes up, it will only be $80. But who cares? Right? Who cares? It's free. My risk is off the table. That money is now back in my cash balance. It's no longer in the market. And I have that money now that I can move that money to the next opportunity if I see another opportunity, which literally means I won this investment with XLM. Yes, I wish I would have put more money into this play, right? But I didn't have time to put the money in the play. The market ain't waiting for me. The market moved. I was trying to build a position out bigger than what I did, but I was able to put $1,000 in there, as well as building more XRP position at the same time as I was building my Crow position at the same time. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? So I can't just put money in one play and forget about the other ones. So I like to split my money up across a few different plays so my money is saturated in the market, not in one area. Okay, so my risk in XLM is out the way. Biz, so why, I thought you believed in it. Absolutely. If I didn't believe in it, I would have took more than what I took. I'd have took more profit than what I took. I literally didn't take any profit. I took my initial investment out. Now I have nothing on the table but profit. Everything in this position is free. So let's say XLM make it to $10, right? This is where that greed kick in, and you got to know greed is a sin. What's the difference between XLM going to $10 if I got 10,000 tokens, or $10 and I got 88,000 tokens? It's pretty much nothing. Okay, it's around $20,000, which is not worth the risk, right? It's not worth the risk of my money being sitting in this play. So I was just saying, okay, so if XLM goes to $10 and I got 100,000 tokens, that means 10,000 tokens, it'll be worth around $100,000. Now, if I got 8,000 tokens and it goes to $10, it'll be worth around $80,000. Who cares? 80,000, 100,000, same shit, right? Really, it's $20,000 difference. But when you start thinking about it, you say, yo, hold on. All of this is free. This is all profit. All I did was de-risk myself. Okay, so now I have no risk involved. XLM can literally crash and burn tomorrow and go to zero, and it won't affect me at all because I took my initial investment out. It's almost like somebody gave me these 8,000 tokens instead of me buying them, because I took my money off the table. My money for this play is in my pocket right now. It's no longer on the board. All you see here is house money. This is how you win, right? So I don't really care if it goes up from here or if it goes down from here. I have no risk involved. But let me show you the bright side. This is the bright side, guys. If the market continues to rise higher, guess what? I'm still going to make money because I still have 8,000 XLM token. However, if the market starts to come down, which I'm praying to God that it does, guess what? Now I have money on the sideline that I can use to deploy to buy more of the token, right? So say we go back down to 25 cents. Now I got that same $1,000 that I just sold that I put in here in the first place. Now I can introduce that back into XLM and now I'll gain more tokens, right? Instead of the 10,000 tokens, I might be able to walk away this time with 15,000 tokens. And then when it go back up again, I sell my initial investment out again. You see how I'm building the bag? But again, if the market continues to rise, I'm still going to be making $80 a penny versus $100 a penny. Who cares? My risk is no longer on the table. So that's what I did. De-risk myself. Okay. So this is a part of investing, guys. If XLM runs and it hits 75 cents, I might sell a little bit more, right? Now I'm starting to profit. I can literally sell all of this and it's all profit. My risk is off the table. This is a part of investing. I don't know if it will continue to go up. I don't know if it will go back down. What I did know was that this was a great investment and it still is a great investment. I just de-risked myself from that investment. No more sweat off my brow. I don't have to keep looking at it every day. I have zero risk involved. My $1,000 back in my pocket. Sound like a plan to me, right? And it's in this position now without my $1,000, it's still worth around $4,000. That's $4,000 free dollars. You understand? I de-risk myself. Okay, let me check the chat. PK Bear. All right, Jay motherfucking Dub, what you say? Got to know when to hold and when to fold. Right, that is a great thing to say because you got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. It's like poker. Biz, you just made 4 times the amount of money you put in here. 5 times the amount of money you put in here. Stop being greedy. Fold. But Donald Trump is coming. I don't care. Stick to your principles, bruh. Stick to your principles. It don't the guy is gonna get fired. I don't care. Stick to your principles. Get out the way. Let the other people fight. You got free money on your hands. The market could go as high as it want right now. All of that would be profit for me. I dare the market to go down. See how I de-risk myself? Now I'm running things over here. Now I'm running the market right now. I dare the market to go down now. I pray to God you go down. You better keep going up. You see how I'm thinking? While everybody else is buying, I'm selling to that pressure. Because the last time XLM was sitting at 50 cents was about 2-3 years ago. I just killed the game. I just won that investment. That's a winner. And just think about it. If I paid $1,000 for 10,000 tokens, and I'm able to give away 2,000 of those tokens and still keep 8,000 of those tokens, sounds like a win to me. I just beat the market again. That's how we rocking over here. I just beat them. They got beat. Now that same $1,000 I can take and put somewhere else. Now, the same thing I did with XRP. Why? Because XRP has been going insane. Okay, it's in complete insanity what's going on. I understand it's a great possibility that XRP can hit $10, $5, $3, $7. What is the risk to reward? Is it risky? Too risky for me. With my logic, sticking to my principles, staying grounded, and being even kill, no emotion. Take the greed out of it. Let's see what happened with my XRP position. Okay, we're going to put this on the screen. This is my XRP. As you can see, I took a screenshot. It's at $1.80. Biz has an average cost of XRP at 54 cents. I literally more than 3x my money here as well. And I see everybody's eyes that just want to buy. Look at this chart. It's just up, 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 up. When will it break down? Greed is a sin. What is the risk for me to let this keep rising, or we might drop right here and I lose? It makes no sense. I'm looking this up. Everywhere I see is all excitement about this. What did Warren Buffett say? Does anybody remember what Warren Buffett says? I say this all the time. Okay. What did Warren Buffett say out his mouth? Be fearful when others are greedy, and you be greedy when others are fearful. I'm being even killed. I'm not going to let the price make me stay in the market too long. I did enough damage. Okay. I just smoked their ass. My average price is 54 cents. People are paying $1.80 right now for the same thing I paid 54 cents for. I don't give a damn. Donald Trump ain't in here yet. I understand if Donald Trump get in his office, this thing might take the fuck off. I understand that the chairman of the SEC is going to get fired. I understand all of that. Once that happens, this market will take off. I'm with you 1,000%. What did Biz do? I stay grounded with the rich man's principles. Okay, I'm being fearful because the whole world is being greedy right now. Once everybody's being greedy, once everybody's being fearful, it says you be greedy when others are fearful, right? How can I be greedy if I do not take profit? All right, let's see. Dimple D in the building. I see you, Evo. Evo in the building. Glad you caught this live stream, because Evo is one that I was talking to about this. Me and Evo were talking about this around 70 cents. Okay, this shit is going insane, and it can continue. I'm not saying it won't, but I am saying I'm getting the fuck out the way. Okay, I'm gonna let the other people. I done ran the first 3 legs of the relay. I done ran it. All right, you take that shit. I ain't running it no more. Now the same thing I just explained to you with XLM is the same exact thing I did with XRP. So let's get that back on the screen so you can see the XRP numbers are a little bit bigger, right? Because I had a little bit more conviction in XRP. So let's look. Let's see which this one is. Okay, this is my monthly profits, 33,000 on a month, which is insane. That's insanity. All right. This is XLM. I was buying at 10 cents. It's now at 54 cents. It 5x my money, which is insane. All right, I got my money out of there. I'm playing with house money. I still got 8,000 tokens. No harm, no foul. Right? What's the difference? Risk versus reward. Okay, these tokens are not mine for free. All right, let's look. Excuse me. Let's look at the next one. This is XRP. Okay, say I was buying at an average of 54 cents. Right? I paid around $5,900 for 11,000 XRP token. Okay, I was trying to get like 15 to 20,000 XRP token, but the market took off. Right? I was steady accumulating. Like I said, with throwaway money every week, $100, $150 worth, $100, $150 worth. In the time that I've been buying, I was able to accumulate 11,000 XRP token. So once again, I was sitting in the bed. I was like, yo, what's the risk versus reward? So I did the math. So if XRP hits $10, this position will be worth $110,000. Good. How long will it take for it to hit $10,000? I mean, $10. I don't know. Right? Nobody knows. So I said, now, how much XRP do I have to sell to get my $5,000 back out of this investment? I did the math. It was something like 3,000 XRP token. I said, so, I'm about to sell these 3,000 XRP token, because what's the difference if I got 8,000 XRP token and it runs to $10, it's going to be worth $80,000. If I got 11,000 XRP and it runs to $10, it's going to be worth $110,000. You got a $30,000 difference there. But who cares? Greed is a sin. Who cares If this position runs to $80,000, who cares? That's a blessing, right? Combined with the XLM, combined with everything else. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take $5,000 that I put in this play, even though it was like 5,900 I put in here, but I'm gonna take out $5,000 from this play, put that back in my pocket, and now I got 8,000 XRP token for like $900, which is basically free in my brain, right? That ain't no money. $900, that don't even pay my rent. I mean my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, okay, I had 11,000 token. I sold 3,000 token for the price that I paid for all 11,000 token. So now I got 8,000 tokens for free. That's how I look at it. Okay. And these tokens are still worth $14,000. You see, I got my 5,000 out. This position is still worth $14,000 without my money in it. So that's $14,000 free money, right? And the same thing with the XLM. I took my $1,000 out. That position is still worth $4,000. So that's $18,000 of profit that's playing with itself now. That don't have nothing to do with me. It's almost like somebody gave it to me for free. Imagine somebody walking up to you giving you $14,000. Say, here you go, bruh. What? That's crazy. So I took out my initial investment. I must tell the community this. I need to be fully transparent. I'm not saying that we can't go any higher from here. I'm actually thinking we definitely can go a lot higher from here. But what is the risk versus the reward? You have to stay level-headed in the game. If not, what will happen, and I've seen this happen, this is how I know. The market will go up. You will get excited. You will become greedy. Okay, you will see your portfolio just rising and rising, and you forget that it can go down, right? You forget that part, and the next thing you know, you wake up and that 55,000 is wiped out, and now it's back to 30,000, and you like, damn, right? You like, damn, I should have fucking sold. No, that's not how biz rocking, right? So I took that 5,000 out. Now where does that $5,000 go? Let's look. These are my current positions. Remember, I told you the crow knows pay me. They send me money, so I just always sell it. Every week, I just sell it. Whatever it's worth, I just sell it because I stake the crow. I got most of my crow in that staking position. It's like $23,000 worth of crow sitting in a staking pool, and they pay me for that. So the payment come to this wallet because this is the part that I can sell. I can't sell the crow because I have a staking agreement. So as you can see, I got 8,000 XRP token left from the sale of the 11,000. I sold 3,000 XRP. Understanding the market could go higher. I'm not being greedy over here. But the key is, this is the key, guys. I got $7,300 in cash on the sideline. Okay? That is the key. The 7,000 where it says fiat wallet, I hope you guys can see this. Okay? It probably a little bit. Oh, let me see if I can blow this shit up. I can't blow it up, but I'm trying. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm leaving it on the screen long enough so you guys can take screenshots or whatever. I got $7,300 in my buying power with no risk in none of these assets. So I cannot wait for the market to go down. I have a bunch of money sitting, waiting to be invested. And it's in cash, because let me tell you something. Your goal is to build this fiat wallet as big as you can using the investment. So all I did was de-risk myself, right? And now I have all this capital, this $7,300 sitting, waiting to be deployed. And I have no risk on the table. All of my risk is gone. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you look right here, this 8,000 XRP is worth $14,500, and I have no risk in that. That's all free to me. I could take this money, it could go to zero, and my risk is out of here. Okay? Because why? I 3x my money. Don't be greedy. Okay? The same with Stellar. These 8,000 XRP token is worth $4,300. Free money. Okay? I de-risk myself. So now this is $18,000 of nothing but profit. So if it goes down, up, sideways, left, right, my name is out of it. I'm done. I got my initial investment back in my pocket. We done. Biz, can you sell? Yes, this is cash. If you look, it says fiat wallet. All I have to do is push transfer this money to my bank account, and this money could go right into my bank account. But why would I do that? Why would I put this money in my bank account? I want more XRP. I want more money invested. I want all of my money invested. What am I waiting on? I pray to God that this market comes crashing down so I can capitalize with this $7,300. This is the game, okay? This is the game that we play. I took my profit, no more risk for me. Done. Right? This thing can run to $100. Say it run to $100. You know the difference between 8,000 XRP and 11,000 XRP at $100. This position to be worth, if it made it to $100, these 8,000 tokens would be worth $800,000. If I had 11,000 tokens, it'd be worth 1.1 million. What's the difference? 800,000, 1.1 million. It's a nice difference right there, right? How long will it take this bitch to hit $100 though? Is it realistically possible for XRP to hit $100 in this cycle? In my opinion, the answer would be no. It's quite possible we could hit $5 though. It's quite possible we could hit $10. But who cares if I'm being blessed with $80,000 for free? Or $800,000 for free. No risk. No risk of mine. Same with the XLM. I think I just smoked their ass, if you ask me. I just beat the shit out of them. Because now I got all my money back and I still got $18,000 of house money. That's house money. Let the house play with itself. Right? All of my risk is in my pocket right now. I'm chilling. Now I can take this $7,000 and look for another investment. Now I'm on the prowl looking to do this with another investment. The same logic, right? Once I double, triple my money, it's time to get out the way. Only reason I let the XLM sit there longer is because it was only $1,000 I invested. But now I'm looking at it like, yo, what's the risk versus reward here? It makes no sense to stay in this market and get smoked, right? And let the market smoke me. Now I'm smoking the market. You see? Now, do anybody understand that? C Child's in the building. We got Lou Jenkins in the building. Evo the artist. It say I got more Chronos than XRP, but I'm glad I still got 500 XRP. My portfolio is looking good thanks to Biz. Yo, shout out to C Childs. Shout out to everybody in the building. So all I'm expressing to you guys, Miss Collins, I see you in here. All I'm expressing to you guys is selling is a part of investing, right? You want to de-risk yourself. That all of the big money people, they take their money out the way. Soon as that money now let's say XRP continues to rise in price. We get to $2, $2.50. I'm gonna sell 1,000 tokens, right? Put that money back into my buying power right here. This $7,300 ain't going nowhere. It's not gonna burn a hole in my pocket, right? My total portfolio is worth $55,000, and I got all my cash sitting on the sideline. I think I'm doing extremely well, right? I pray to God that now all of this growth, this $33,000 of growth in a month, I just capitalized off of it, right? I took my money out the way, and now I let day money play, right? This is all the market's money right here. I'm good. I could take that 7,000 and go buy some foolishness if I want, which would be dumb, which I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it as right there, right? I could take that money and go buy the best Christmas ever. I could take that money and pay my whole son's college off for the year, the rest of the year, right? I could take that money and take my daughter shopping, let her buy whatever the fuck she want to buy. I could take that money and go buy my daughter a car, my son, buy him, get his oil change, whatever. It's my money. It's mine. I got it back now. Or I could just leave it right there and pray to God that this market come crashing down. Because if XRP go anywhere close to $1, I'm gonna buy more. I'm going to take this $7,000 and I'm going to buy a bunch more tokens because I believe in the future of XRP. So as far as I'm concerned, this market better keep going up. Now watch what's going to happen. I want to show you guys this again. And a combination of a few things made me look $1.80. This is where I sold it at, up 243%. Now let's look at this again from the logical standpoint. Take the greed and emotion out of it. Yes, the market can go up, but let's go right back to this chart that I showed you the other day, this fear and greed index. Remember, every time we get up here in extreme greed, the market comes crashing down. Okay, we very rarely get up into this area of extreme greed. We still in extreme greed. Bitcoin still hasn't cracked $100,000. This is making me nervous while everybody else is high. Excited. So I'm playing my chances, and it's more risky for me to leave my money in there and watch it evaporate than it is for me to just take it out, put it on the sideline and say, thank you, God, for blessing me. I appreciate these 8,000 free tokens you gave me in XRP and XLM. Thank you so much for that. Now, what you going to do? Please let the market go back down so I could buy some more. You understand? This is the game we play. This is the game we play. So I'm beating everybody to the sell. So let's say the market continues to rise. So I'm still making money. I still got the majority in the market. I got all house money in the market. If it continues to rise, instead of me making $110 every time it move a penny, I'll make $80 every time it move a penny. What's the big deal? Why must I be greedy? You know, greed is a sin, right? So I hope you guys understand that. This is a lot of combinations on why I sold this. Number one, my investment tripled. That's the number one reason. Triple, quadruple, 5x my investment. That's the number one reason I sold it. And I only sold my initial investment. I didn't sell all of it, right? I only sold what I actually invested. So now I de-risk myself. Number one, that's why I did it. Number two is the market is overheated. Look at it. 84 on extreme greed. Remember, I told you I want to buy over here. So I dare you. You better go up. I dare you to go back down over here to extreme fear. Watch what Biz do. With that $7,300. Watch what I do. I'm going to re-enter that money back into this market, buying what? More ownership, right? While everybody else is scared, I'm going to be buying more ownership and I'm going to be sitting on it. Then I'll start adding money from my paycheck, doing the same thing I do because I'm accumulating more ownership. Once the market goes up again, repeat the process. We rinse and repeat. Now, I hope this market go down because I'm in a position to gain more ownership. And if it goes up, I already got ownership. I'm covered both ways, right? Both ways, I'm covered. So that's what I did today. You guys are my subscribers. I come to tell you guys what I'm doing. Just like you see me making the money, I'm going to show you everything I'm doing. I'm going to show you when I'm buying. I'm going to show you when I'm selling. I'm going to show you when I'm de-risking myself. And I'm going to show you when I feel like it's time for me to do what I do. And once this market tells me what to do, that's when I react. Okay? So we're going to, let me see what I got over here. Put this on the screen so you guys can see this. Let me see. Present. We're going to go back to this. Grit, Fear, and Greed Index so you can make sure you see it. All right? This, what I'm talking about. This Fear and Greed Index, okay? Look at the graph. Let's show it. We still at an 84. Make sure you guys can see this. We still at an 84 in extreme greed. When you look at this chart right here, everything is up in this chart. We up. Make sure. Yeah, I think you guys can see it. I gotta move this off the screen. Let me get this thing off the screen. Boom. Now you can see good. All right. So we are up in this area of extreme greed. Look at the chart. How many times do we get up in this area? All of this is playing out in my head. when I was just upstairs just maybe 30 minutes ago, right before I started this live stream. Once I pushed sell, immediately I said to myself, yo, I got to tell the subscribers what I did. I can't let an hour, 2 hours go by because they're going to think Biz still holding. And they might hold because I hold. Or they might sell because I sell. They might see. I don't know what you guys are going to do. This is not financial advice, but I must be clear and transparent. Let you know what I'm doing. Just in case you following my lead, you know. That's it. I must tell you, because if I don't, that is not cool, right? That's not cool. I seen YouTubers come on this thing and they selling. Whole time they selling, they telling the subscribers to buy. That's wrong. That's morally wrong, right? So I did not let an hour pass. Okay? Within 15 minutes, I came and pushed the live button because I said, yo, the people watching, can't do this to them. Because how I look, right? Tomorrow morning you wake up, the market down, and I'll tell you, yo, I sold yesterday. You're like, bro, what did you do? This dude right here, right? This is what a lot of YouTubers do. A lot of people in this, I see what they do. They will constantly promote something while in the back end they selling it. That's zero integrity. I don't live like that, right? So you don't have to do what I did. If the risk is worth it for you, you could keep rocking out. Fine. The risk for me ain't worth it. For me. It had nothing to do with your risk tolerance. You might not have put as much money as I did in there. Right? Everybody's in a different boat. You might say, hey man, I only got this amount. It's not even worth it. I'm going to just let it rock. That's fine. I believe XRP can easily hit $5. I believe that. Okay? I'm not telling you that's wrong. Yeah, I could have made it to $5, but what's the difference? Do the math. If it goes to $5, you're talking $50,000. I still got 8,000 tokens. If it go to $5, it's $40,000. Who cares? Plus the 5,000 that I took out, so it's $45,000. Really, I'm missing $5,000. But am I missing anything, or did I just make a whole lot? I'm happy with what I got, right? Well, I'm not actually happy. I was trying to buy more. I told you I was trying to get about 15 to 20,000 XRP. I just couldn't get it in time, and the market ran off from me, right? And it's hard for me to buy it at $1.70, even though it's still probably a good price. But I was buying at 50 cents, so it's hard for me to keep putting new money in there at these prices when I was just buying it at 50 cents. So now I'm just letting the market ride. So I just won. I just beat their ass. And this is what I want everybody to do. Y'all could have just beat their ass too. I don't know. You might have put more money in there than me. And if you did, listen here. Don't be greedy. Greed is a sin that you might wake up in the morning and be like, damn. You know, that happened to me a bunch of times, especially when I first started investing. I had to really pay attention to what the investment world telling me. Like, yo, Biz, you need to sell. I'm like, nah, man. If I sell, it ain't gonna be this much. Biz, ain't none of that your money until you push sell. You realize that, right? That's just an illusion on the screen. It ain't mine until I sell it, right? So for right now, all I'm guaranteed out of this is my money back. My $7,000, $7,300, whatever. That's all I'm really guaranteed. Because this market could wake up in the morning and disappear. Who knows? It probably won't do that, though. I think XRP is here to stay, and I think we are definitely going higher. But it's just not worth the risk, and that's all I'm saying. You must be logical, because if you don't, you can literally get smoked. I've seen it over and over and over and over again. Because think about it. It's other people that were buying this thing at 50 cents. And it's other people that got a lot more money than me that was buying at 50 cents. And they probably made millions of dollars on these transactions. Do you think they leaving it there? And yes, it sold instantly. The money went right into my buying power. For everybody that don't know how to sell, it's a button on the top that says sell. Let me see if I got a screenshot of that. And then we're going to get into this video, and we're going to finish the rest of this video. I'm going to make sure I got the audio. And this will be a very powerful video, man. You guys need to pay attention. And yeah, man, we going to rock out. You know, so let me see if I got a screenshot. Let me see what this is. Oh, yes. You see on the top where it says sell? This is where I push. I just went to XRP. No, I pushed sell first. These popped up. clicked on XRP, and it sent it to my fiat wallet, my cash. And that's what I did. All I did was de-risk myself. And right here, when you see this, where it says crypto earn, this is where most of my CRO is at. So for my boy C Child in the building, say, Gerald, what up? Gerald, appreciate you. How do you feel about AI stock? Absolutely. AI is running the world. They also have AI cryptos. So yes, I think that's a good one. Jada Dripper, what up? Dripping his thing. Salute to you, bruh. Drip pulling up. It say I got more chronos. Okay, so my boy C Child, right? It's a section on this crypto app where you can stake your Crow token. Okay, your Chronos token that you have, you can stake that and gain 20% on your Crow every day, every week. Okay, it'll come to your balance every week, and your Crow coin will start to grow, and you can take that Crow and restake it. And that's what I've been doing. I accumulated 125,000 Crow token. Worth approximately $23,000. So what that does is it pays me every week. So when I get the Crow balance, I have a choice. I can restake it, or I can just cash it out. And what I've been doing, I just cash it out because I have 125,000 tokens. I'm like, bruh, I just let that joint sit. The higher the price rise, the more money I'm gonna make. It's good. Let me get the residuals from the staking. So for my boy C Childs, you got a lot of Crow token. If you open this app up, look for where it says earn, right? It's going to say crypto earn. If you click on that, it's going to give you some options, and you'll see at the top, it says they promoting it right now, a 20% on whatever you put in there. You just got to leave it on the app for a year, but every week they will send you more tokens, right? They will send you more tokens every week based on how much you put in there. Right, so I have 125,000 staked. So they send me around maybe almost 400 tokens every week. That's how many tokens I get for free. It's not free, but you get it. They're paying me interest for me letting my money sit there. That's it. And I made a deal with them by when I agreed to stake it that I would leave it there for a period of 1 year. Right. So in the period of 1 year, every week they're gonna give me 400 tokens. Here you go. Thanks for doing business with you. You letting us use your tokens. Here you go. So what I do is I just push sell every time they send them to me. Sell. And that money going into my fiat is making me money. Because I got the vision of Crow coin hitting $3, right? And they steady giving me these 400 tokens a week, and they giving me $700 a week. You know what that is, right? It's called residual income. I can pay half of my mortgage with that. That'll be $700 coming to me for free. So that Crow token, I plan on never selling that shit. I plan on just for the rest of my life just collecting residual income, unless that shit hit like $10 and it is worth like $1 million. And then we gonna have to come back to the drawing board. I'm gonna have to cash some of that out. You know what I'm saying? Cash some of that out and just collect whatever else is left. I'm definitely gonna have to cash some of that out if we hit $1 million, but other than that, I'm chilling, just collecting the residuals. So hopefully y'all can see that, man. And that's what it is. It say, hey, Biz 101, how do you feel about AI? Okay, we got to that. All right. So the AI stock, AI is taking over the world. What I want you to do is make sure you looking up the company. Before I buy anything, I look at the financial report. They have a report, especially a stock. Okay, let me tell you the difference between cryptocurrency and stock. The big difference is a stock has a literal company that does business in the real world. Okay, that's the stock. It's backed by an actual business. You got Home Depot stock, of course. Home Depot affects the price of Home Depot stock. McDonald's, Coca-Cola, whatever publicly traded company in the real world is in the stock market. In the crypto world, the crypto assets are backed by the community, right? It's a few crypto tokens in the cryptocurrency world that actually has real world use case that's backed by a real business. Those are the ones I buy the most. Like XRP is backed by Ripple, a real world business. Okay, that's what draw my attention to XRP. A coin like Dogecoin is backed by nothing. but the people in the community saying Dogecoin to the moon. So the people in the community is the one pushing Dogecoin price up. It's backed by absolutely nothing. It's no real world use case for it. It's a fucking gamble. It's called the meme token. Okay. Yes, it can take off and go to the moon, but remember, it's nothing backing that. It's just a bunch of people in the community saying, "Go Dodge, go." That's it. Right? XLM has a real world case use. This is, if you notice and you look at my portfolio, I'm lightly invested in those meme tokens, and I'm heavily invested in the tokens that actually have real world use, like Kronos. Kronos has a real business behind the token, right? It has a real use for that token in the real world, which brings it value to me, and it has a community behind it. Bitcoin, it has a real use in the real world, and it has the biggest community behind it because it's the OG. So the big dogs is they behind Bitcoin. Ethereum, same way. It has a real use case for it, and it's backed by a community. XRP has a real world use case, and it's backed by the community. A token like Shiba Inu is a meme token, no real world use, and it's backed by nothing but a bunch of people running around here talking about Shiba Inu to the moon. Yes, Shiba Inu can go to the moon, but it's nothing backing it. It's a gamble play. I like the play. I'm in the play, but I'm only in the play for a little bit of money. I think I double my money in Shiba Inu too, but I just want to leave that there forever, because if that shit unless it go crazy high, if it hit a penny, I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's why I got Shiba Inu in my portfolio. Right? It's like a gamble. It's not, to me, it's not a solid investment. It's a gamble, right? But I'm willing to gamble with a little bit of money. If you notice, I got $23,000 in Crocoin, because to me, that's a solid investment, right? It's backed by a business and it has a use case. I need that, right? XLM, same thing. It's backed by a business called Stellar Lumina, and it has real world use case. I need that. XRP is backed by a business called Ripple. It has a real world use case. I need that, right? So this is why I invest. This is how I invest. This is what I look for when I invest. And now you see, it's a part of investing is selling. I de-risk myself. I must let my people know. So if you feel like you want to copy my moves, that's on you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just a crypto enthusiast that like to talk about this type of stuff. That's my disclaimer, okay? You look at your own situation. You decide what you want to do. If you doubled your money and you want to take your risk off the table, that's on you. If you doubled your money and you said, you know what, this ain't enough, I'm going to let this thing ride, that's on you. I'm just being transparent and telling you what I did. So now we know what I did. Shout out to the chat, man. You know, Benjamin Scott. Okay, I just sold a few XRP, but it's not showing in my fiat wallet. Okay, Benjamin Scott, what did you sell the XRP for? If you already spoke on it, I'll catch the replay. See Child's bull facts. That would be the face melting rises that I keep hearing about from people who invested in the crypto years before. Okay, Benjamin Scott. Where's it showing that on your portfolio? That's a good point. Okay, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna make sure. I want to see that shit. You already spoke on it. No, mine went to my fiat wallet, but Benjamin Scott, my fiat wallet is connected to my bank account. That could be a problem if you're using like a debit card to buy your stuff. You might not have a fiat wallet on that same platform, but if you have your wallet connect your crypto account connected to your bank account, it will show you, because you have a direct transfer that goes back and forth. But you could have sold it for another crypto token like US Tether or something like that, a stable token. I would have to see exactly what you did. But if you can't figure it out, just go online, go on YouTube after this video and look it up. Because that's very important. You want to see your money. I can't see what you're doing. I don't know if you want to hit the link and talk about it, but I can't see what you're doing And I don't want to give you any misunderstandings on what you're doing, because I don't play with nobody's money. I treat everybody's money like it's mine. They have multiple videos on there saying selling crypto for fiat, or you can ask, why didn't my fiat? You can do it. All of that stuff you could type it on YouTube, and it's probably a tutorial video that will tell you. But if you want to talk to me, you can hit the link and we can talk about it, or you could just wait, be patient, but make sure you sold it. What did you sell it for? Let me see what you type. It say, he didn't type nothing yet. He said, I made that. You might have accidentally bought another coin instead of going to your fiat wallet. Right. Because on the top, let me see something here. Let me see if I have this. That's very important. We ain't going to make nobody lose what they don't want. Let me see. Boom. That's my profit. Let me see. Okay, my fiat wallet is right here. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here because I want to protect the man money, man. We ain't playing around over here. I want to go in here. I'm going to look up on my app, acting like I'm a sell, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to download this screenshot to the let me see, crypto wallet. I'm going to act like I'm a sell, but I'm not going to sell. It's going to say sell XRP, right? All right, boom. Now, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, right? I'm going to take a screenshot right here on the crypto side. Just transfer it over. Screenshot to the cash side. Transfer it over. Then I'm going to send this to the StreamYards so you can see it. I'm going to put it on the screen. Let me see if Benjamin Scott, yes, he's still there. Let me see. It says, it shows a balance, but when I look into the account part, it doesn't show. It shows a balance. Let me see. Damn. We're gonna make sure you're right, bro. Just give me a second. I'm uploading these screenshots to my StreamYards right now. We're gonna make sure you get right, bro. I ain't gonna leave you to dry like that, biz. Don't rock like that. Let me see. StreamYard. I'm gonna load these screenshots to my StreamYard, and then yeah, you'll be able to see what I did. I just got out the hospital and I'm pretty doped up. I broke my femur, man. I hope everything works out for you, man. I'm glad I could help you with anything that I was able to help you with. And yeah, we're gonna keep it moving.
Hold
on.
on.
Mic check. Turn that off. Boom. All right. I'm adding these screenshots right now. Overlay. Hold on. 1, 2. All right, the overlays should be added in a few seconds. I bet they there. Let me drop off this panel. All right, I'm off the panel. All right, so look on the screen, Benjamin Scott. Everything is all right. Hold on, I got a message. It's J Dub with the membership. I bet I'm getting better with paying attention to the chat. I'm learning from my mistakes. All right, so let me show this. I just took a screenshot of what it looks like when you sell. Okay, if you look on the screen right here, this is what it say when you sell. You have two categories, one that says cash and one that says crypto, right? You click on the cash side, you see it says USD wallet. That's the fiat wallet right there. All right, if you click on the other one, it says crypto. So if you sell it for the crypto, you're going to be selling it for one of these tokens, Bitcoin, because you can sell crypto for crypto. You can exchange a crypto for a crypto. Okay, so it'll say Chronos, Bitcoin, Tether, which is a stable coin, is pegged to $1. That's almost as good as selling it for cash. Okay, you got Solana, you got USD coin. It's another stable coin. It says PayPal. And what's the other one? I can't see. But if you click on one of these, it first gives you the option to sell it into Bitcoin. You don't want this, right? If you want to sell it for cash, you don't want it to say crypto right here. It's two different sides. You got the crypto side where it says crypto on the top. And then on this side, you just click on it. It says cash, right? So that right there, then up here at the top where it's telling you to sell, you could hit that arrow right there. And it'll turn to cash. You could put the dollar amount. You could put exactly how much XRP you want. You could click on that and move it around, right? I'm just showing you the screenshot, so hopefully you can see that. It should say cash on one side, and it should say crypto on the other. And then it'll give you a percentage on how much you want to sell, or you can type it in manually at the top, you can click this little up and down arrow on the right side. On the right side of the XRP, on the top where it got the up and down arrow, you clip it, it'll change it to cash right there. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Yeah, email. That's my email. I just got out the hospital. All right, man. I hope everything works. It said, "Yo, Biz, I got like 5,000 XRP. Sheesh, let's go. I 3x my investment, so I'ma sell. Don't be greedy. Thank you. Yeah, you don't have to sell it all, Jill. That shit might go up. I took. I'm not telling you what to do. I took my initial investment out just to de-risk myself. That's it. I understand we still got a lot of things on the horizon that could push the price up, but it's better for me to take my risk off the table. So when you guys looking to sell, pay attention to the screen. It's two options. You got to sell it for cash or sell it for crypto. If you click on the wrong one, you'll sell it for another cryptocurrency. That's what you might not want to do. If you want to sell it for cash, you got to make sure you click on the cash side. Some people don't see this if their bank account is not connected to the crypto.com app. All right. If you're using like a debit card or something like that to buy the cryptos, it might not have this option to sell it for cash. If it doesn't have the option to sell it for cash, the next best thing would be to sell it for this USD coin or this Tether, right? USD coin to be good or Tether to be good. They both are stable coins. They're pegged to $1. They're the same as a dollar bill if you don't have this cash side. And that would mean that your money would just be sitting stable. It's called a stable coin for a reason. It's pegged to $1. So it won't go up, it won't go down, it just be at $1 the whole time. Right? Your money will just stay still, stable. It's not in the market moving, and then when you want to buy another token, you just transfer it back into another token. Right? So that would be the bet if you don't have this side that says cash right here. If you have the side that says cash, you make sure that you're selling it for cash. All right. I hope that answered you guys. If Benjamin Scott, if you have another question, just type it, and I will do the best I can, man, to help you. That's what we rocking. We rocking with it. I'm glad to see that, Gerald. You 5x your money. So it's up to you what you want to do, man. I didn't sell all of my investment. I just took my initial investment out, and I'm being so transparent with you guys. I understand that we can go higher, but I will not be greedy. I will take my initial investment off the table. If it goes up tomorrow and hits $2, I'm fine with that because I still got money in the game. I just don't want to wake up tomorrow and we back at $1.25. Right? At least I got some of my initial investment out there. Now I have the option if I want to buy more at a lower price. Okay? So it said when I go back to account, it shows it. But once I click on Fiat Wallet, it doesn't show. Close out the app and open it back up again. Maybe that'll help you out. If you close the app out and open it up again. But if you see it over here where it says cash, you click on that cash, it should show it right there. Because it instantly showed for mine. It's like when I showed you this. Let me see. This banner. We're going to go to this brand. Where's that? Is it this one? Yes. If you see it right here, see it says Fiat Wallet. That's simply cash. And if I click on this Fiat Wallet, it'll give me the option to transfer to my bank. Right from right here. I can just put Fiat and I click on it and say deposit. And I'll just deposit to my bank account. And this money would transfer from this app directly to my bank account. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question, man. It say when I go to account, it shows, but I'll click it doesn't show. Try to close out the wallet and open it up again. I'm gonna say got it. I bet. Like we locked in, Gerald. Make sure that you're doing what you see me doing as far as selling and buying, right? Just understand this price definitely, okay, can push up higher. I'm just letting you guys be aware of that. But for me, I just want to take my initial investment out and play with house money. If it push up higher, to God be the glory. Glory be to God, as Double Speak say. But if it goes crashing down, now I'm in control. Now I have the option if I want to buy more, whatever I want to do at that point. It gives me multiple options. Okay? So All right, let's get into this video before it gets too late. Let me see. I'm gonna take all these things off the screen. We gonna as we transition, we gonna go let y'all see the screen right here. Bitcoin and bitches. Shout out. I think this is so funny. She's so fucking funny. She talk crazy shit, and then she does this for me. So salute to the thumbnail lady. She just a shit talker, man. This shit is hilarious. I think this is so funny. All right, so we got that on the screen, the Bitcoin and bitches, and I'm about to present the rest of this video from yesterday, and we gonna go over it. Let me see. Make sure I can see the audio. We ain't gonna have no malfunctions because you guys need to hear this shit. All right.
You can't go wrong with any of these gift ideas for the guys in your life. The Coastal Overshirt by
They always want to play a damn ad. All right, so let's pick up where we left off. I got this screaming. I'm gonna take this overlay down while we in the intermission. I like this overlay. Thanks. Shout out to the thumbnail lady for that. All right, so we back on the track. All right, this is where we left off yesterday. This is a millionaire. His name is Jasper or something like that. This program was shown on. The name of the channel is Diaries of a CEO. He gets all credit for this. I'm just going over your video, bro. I'm reacting to it in my way, man. If you want to flag me, I'll take it down. But right now, it's just for the people in my chat. And like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming here. So I'm gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna put it on the smaller screen, just making sure you guys can hear the audio. Let's see if you guys can hear it. I'll be able to see the chat and say, "Yo, my man, They say I got it. Bet. Let's go." Benjamin Scott, you got it. Salute to you, bro. No problem. All right, so let's go through this video.
Most people say money doesn't matter. I shouldn't think about money. I shouldn't have to worry about money. Money's bad, money's evil. When in reality, it costs money to eat and it costs money to feed other people. And when you don't understand that, now you're the
Can you guys hear the audio? I just want to make sure. If you didn't see yesterday video, please go watch. Good information. This is a continuation of yesterday's video. Are you guys can hear the audio? Miss Lethal, just give me the thumbs up. C Childs, one of you guys, Miss Collins, one. I bet. I see it, Evo.
the one that's going to be paying the highest taxes. You're the one that's going to be struggling to pay your bills. You're the one that's not going to be able to go to Disney World. You're the one blowing money they don't have. And I was shocked. I had no idea that people went to college to party. And I had no idea people got the money to spend money on all this alcohol. I don't drink. I'm not into partying. But now I needed something to do on Friday nights. And so now I'm thinking, well, what do I do? How about I take this teen party business of, and in the beginning, I have 10,000. I found this one club that's off by hosting these one-off parties. And now as this business starts to make money,
I'm looking
I
for
thought
where
that
I
was
left
something that
off
I needed
yesterday.
because I thought I needed these good grades to
I thought I
qualify for
had
this
it
thing to
already.
make money. So that was and the first thing I learned was the difference between an asset and a liability, which were things I had
We can
never heard
continue
of
from
before.
here.
An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Wealthy people want to own assets. I was buying a whole lot of liabilities because I was working in this party promotion business and I wanted to look the part. So I would make a little bit of money, buy a nice watch.
We
And the
all
first thing
do
I
this
learned
stuff.
was the difference between an asset and a liability.
So this is what I like to talk about on my platform. The difference between assets and liabilities. This is a millionaire talking to you, and he has a platform as well. It's called Millionaire's Mindset. Okay, so he has a platform that I watch him, and then I saw this interview, and I said, "Wow, this is amazing. I need to bring this to my platform." So that's what we on right now. This is a millionaire talking right here.
Which were things I had never heard of before. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Wealthy people want to own assets. I was buying a whole lot of liabilities because I was working in this party promotion business and I wanted to look the part. So I would make a little bit of money, buy a nice watch.
Do you hear what he's saying? This is the stuff that we as a people do. Okay, rich people, wealthy people buy assets to pay for their liabilities. Our community, us, let's just not blame it on the black community, because even white people do this. The American population as a whole, let's just start saying that, okay? The American population as a whole buys a lot of liabilities, and they make the rich people more wealthy.
make a little bit more money, put some new rims on my car, put a new sound system in my car, put a new subwoofer in my car. I mean, I was blowing money on all these dumb things to.
We always blowing money on a lot of dumb things, right? This is why I'm trying to break the curse, and I think it's working. So I'm very appreciative of this platform.
Look like I was rich, when in reality, I was just making a lot of other people rich. And then I learned about this thing called investing.
This is what I was talking about. I love this. Okay. This makes me motivated. Then I learned about this thing called investing. This guy don't know. I'm coming for him. I'm coming for his net worth. I want to compete with him. Okay.
Which really started to upset me because I thought I was doing everything right. And I'm reading these books that are talking about how every wealthy person invests in real estate.
Every wealthy person invests in real estate.
I have no idea what that means. Nobody in my family is a real estate investor. I had never heard of this concept of real estate investing before. I don't know what it is, but if wealthy people are real estate investors and I want to become wealthy, maybe I should invest in real estate. So when I was 19, I'm now studying to get into medical school because I still think that I'm going to become a doctor. And I was bored out of my mind because I would spend all day, 10 to 12 hours a day in the library studying. And this was around 2011. And the reason why I say the year is because if you remember, 2008 was the great financial crisis.
2008 was the great financial crisis. This is why Bitcoin was created, in the 2008 financial crisis. Now, he doesn't know, but he didn't know at the time. He put the money into real estate. But if he would have put that money into Bitcoin at that time, Bitcoin was like $1, $2. This man would have made millions and millions of dollars. But it was a very speculative asset at that point, and nobody trusted it. That's why he didn't do it. He was going with the traditional way of investing, buying real estate.
That was when we had the real estate collapse in America. So real estate prices were decimated and it didn't hit rock bottom until 2012. That's why I'm saying this. So in 2011, I'm studying to take the medical college admission test, the MCAT. And I'm reading these books talking about how wealthy people invest in real estate. And now I'm making a little bit of money from this party business and I have a little bit of cash in the bank. So during my breaks, when I'm studying for the test, I start looking on the internet websites of finance. And they all talk about how real estate prices have hit rock bottom, how real estate is being decimated in America. And so I was like, well, maybe I start looking to buy real estate.
You see the millionaire's mindset? You notice how he wants to buy when everything crashes. See what I'm talking about? Same logic applies to every investment. Every good investment. Don't just buy no penny stock. Penny stock is a penny for a reason. Anything under $5 is considered a penny stock. If you're buying anything under $5, you better be doing your research. Like I did with CleanSpark, I was buying it at $2 and I just knew that Bitcoin was going up and I made a ton of money on CleanSpark. That's in my stock portfolio. I still am invested in CleanSpark and I'm telling you, I think CleanSpark is a buying opportunity at $14. CleanSpark ain't moving and it don't make no sense. Bitcoin is at almost $100,000 and CleanSpark is staying still. To me, that's a buying opportunity. CleanSpark is the fastest growing Bitcoin miner in the world. And it's just sitting there at $14. I believe that company can hit $50, $60. This is why I'm still invested. But same thing applies with CleanSpark. I bought it at $2. I seen it run all the way to like $23. I sold my initial investment in a lot of profit at $17. Right? And the rest of it is all house money. You see how I'm winning all the way around the board? Because I stick to the principles. Yes, CleanSpark can go up to $50, $60, but my risk in that investment is off the table. If it goes to $50, $60, that's nothing but profit. Everything that I'm invested in CleanSpark is around $20-something thousand in CleanSpark that I have on my stock portfolio. So you do the math, you add it up. You know, you got 20, maybe 30. I don't know the last time I looked at it because I actually took my initial investment out. So it's maybe around 20 25, let's just say 25,000, and then I got 55,000 over here. So that's looking nice to me. That's looking real nice to me. I'm just chilling right now. You know, I'm taking all my initial investments out. Even though I believe the market will go higher, I'm sticking to the principles. Period. I'm not going to be greedy, and I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to stick to my investment strategy that's been working. Okay? And the higher CleanSpark goes, the more profit I'm going to take. Simple.
And so on August 22nd, I took the medical college admission test. And then on August 23rd, I purchased my first real estate investment property. It was a small condo that
We got Clara Booker in the building. She said that's one of my mentors. I love his teachings. Clara, you see, I'm bringing it to the people, man. I'm bringing it right to them. I want to wake the people up. We're going to get out of this rat race. We're going to get out of this rat race. If we don't do it as a community, I'm going to take a few of you guys with me. I promise. I promise.
I purchased out of foreclosure. A few years prior, it had sold for a little bit over $150,000. And then, like many properties, it went through foreclosure. The banks couldn't sell it. And it was listed on sale for $8,400. That was the total price of the condo. So I came in with an offer of $4,000 because I don't know how this real estate investing stuff works. And we went back and forth with the bank. The bank said, we'll sell it to you for $7,000. I tried to negotiate them even lower. And then the bank said that they had another offer on the table. So now it's a bidding war. And I had to offer my highest and best price. So I said, I'm willing to offer $8,000 to buy the condo, no more. And they accepted my bid. So I purchased this condo for $8,000.
So he purchased a condo for $8,000 that had previously sold on the market for $150,000. He bought it in the housing market crash. See how the rich think? They used the crisis in America. They used the crisis to come up. When everybody else is being scared and fearful, the rich man thinking how to profit. This is the mindset that I have now. I didn't have this mindset all the time. This is my mindset currently.
Put in a few $1,000s worth of work. And then I rented it out for $600 a month. And now I start to question things. Why?
See, he started to question things. Let me tell you, if you wasn't here yesterday, I can tell you. The guy went to school to be a doctor. Then he changed his and he went to school to be a lawyer. He went through all of the schooling, and listen to what he says. Nobody told him about this.
Why did nobody tell me about this?
That's crazy to me. He went through all that years of college and all them years of high school and college, and he got a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He's a licensed lawyer, but he said he never practiced as a lawyer because he got into the investment world. Wow. That says a lot, right? That says a lot.
This condo is putting money into my pocket without me having to do something because I own this asset. We're all taught to trade our time for dollars. We're all taught to work to get paid because that's what we're taught to do. But wealthy people are not working for a bigger salary. They're working for more assets because that can continue to pay you even when you're not working. And
that is a major point. Wealthy people work for assets because the assets can continue to pay you even when you're not working, right? Just like these cryptos and these stocks. You notice how I took my initial investment out? This asset can continuously pay me. As high as it go up, is the more money it's going to pay me. I'm going to make money in my sleep. And once I gain enough money, I'm going to go buy me some real estate. Like he said, right? But I want enough money that when I go purchase that real estate, I still got money left over to continue my investment. Now I have 2 properties, right? Then when my kids get older, my son is already in college, so I got 1 out the door. My daughter is a freshman in high school. She got to go. This year will be her first year. Next year, she got 3 more years left of high school. When she's off to college, guess what? They both out the door. Now I can rent this property out and turn it into an asset. Right? And then go buy another one. And then go buy another one. And play the game like the rich play. and have money still in my portfolio. So that means I have 3 years left of my daughter going to college to try to keep growing these investments that I have with Donald Trump in the office. It's setting up for a nice time for me and you and everybody's here right now. Not just me, everybody. Okay? Setting up for a very nice time for us.
That's that shift. When I saw that, that really sparked a fire under me and really made me angry. And I don't know why I got so angry, but I got angry because I felt like I was checking all the boxes. I was doing.
All right, I got to stop it right there because they want to know where I get this passion from. A lot of people say, Biz, man, you just too forceful, you know. I'm not talking to the thumbnail lady. Me and her got this out the way. I have to say that because I'm not talking to her. It's a lot of people that say this stuff, mostly the detractors. You know, Biz, you're too forceful. You know, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you guys, I got so much passion for this because I saw it happen in my life. I really saw this happen, and I want to break the chains for everybody. I don't want to be the only one winning. I really don't. I think it's not fair. I think this system is corrupt. I don't like how they don't teach us this stuff. If we're not looking for this stuff, they will not show you. It is nowhere you can find it unless you go looking for it. They don't teach it to you like they teach you history. What the hell I need to know what happened in 1918 for? I'm not alive back then. I need to know things that's going to grow my wealth now. They teach us a bunch of nonsense through school. They're teaching us about battles of history back in the day that does nothing for us. Has anybody that graduated high school been in the real world and your boss asked you what happened in 1916 or 1800s? No. It's no use for that in the real world. But we have to be tested on that. Why instead of history, they don't teach us finance? They teach us science. Okay, science is a different matter. It's a cool subject, but again, in the real world, I don't need to tell nobody why the grass is green. I don't need to tell nobody what's chlorophyll. I don't need to tell nobody the molecular structure of some nonsense that doesn't matter. I don't need to know that. I need to know about the main thing that runs the world. I need to understand about money. They will not teach you because the lion will never tell the prey how to get away. Because if he did, he won't eat. They train us to be employees. They train us to be consumers. And that's where I get the same passion that this guy has. I got that same passion in my spirit because it happened to me. The same way it happened to him, and he said he instantly got very angry. That's why you see Biz on here doing what he's doing. Because I got that same anger in me. Because I'm like, yo, I could have been doing this. Let's run that back in case you didn't hear it. Because I believe this is where it cut off yesterday.
When I saw that, that really sparked a fire under me and really made me.
It sparked that same fire under me, man. All right? I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm telling you. If I don't be a millionaire, my children or my children's children, somebody is going to be a millionaire around me. And quiet as kept, I have already made millionaires. They came to me and told, it's this guy at my job. I'll tell you this story. It's a guy at my job. I told him what I was doing. I told him what I was investing. This guy went and took his dad's life savings. He's a Spanish guy, barely speaks English. But I showed him what I was doing. He looked and he was like, man, I'm going to try it. He took his dad's life savings, put it in the market and turned it to like $2 million. He bought a dump truck and all that. He told me 3 or 4 days ago, he said, hey, man, I appreciate you so much. He said, man, I'm up like $2 million. I got like 3 houses and stuff like that. I said, man, you better give me a kickback. You talking about you appreciate me. I want to see it. He said, don't worry. I'm already thinking about you. He said, when I finish this year, I'm going to give you my truck. I said, what? He said, yes, I'm going to give it to you. You don't got to pay me or nothing. I'm going to give it to you. Now, that's just words, okay? Actions become, actions are actions. Words is one thing. But he said he would give me his dump truck that he bought. Because he said, I'm going into real estate. With the amount of money I made with my dad's life savings, I'm going into real estate and I don't want to work here no more. I'm going to give you this truck. That's a blessing. I can't be mad at the man. I'm coming though. Trust and believe that. I'm on the way. I will be rich because I understand these principles. I will be a millionaire. I'm speaking it into existence because I'm not playing with these people. These people owe me money. And if I stick to what I'm doing, my principles, and be grounded in them, be grounded in my principles, I will be wealthy as well. I'm on the way. I'm close to $100,000 over here. That 100,000 could turn to $1 million real quick. They tell you in investing, the first $100,000 is the hardest money to make. After you make that first $100,000, it's very easy. It's two reasons for that. Because you get experience. To get to $100,000 from like $5,000, $10,000, it's a journey. Okay, it's not easy. It's a journey. And in that journey, you're going to get experience. And Warren Buffett also has a quote that says, time in the market is better than timing the market. It's just like riding a bike. You get experience. You got to fall off the bike. You get back up on the bike, you fall again. You start off with training wheels to keep you stable. Then you might fall and bump your head with the training wheels. You turn the corner too fast, you fall off the bike. You ride down the hill. Then the next thing you know, you popping a wheelie. You riding with no hands. Look, no hands. You doing all that with the bike. Same thing. Experience is the best teacher. You know how many times I watched the market rise with my money in it, and I thought I was going to be rich. I thought I was going to keep going up forever, and then it just crashed. I've seen that too many times. This is why I stick to my principles. As soon as I double and triple up my money, I ain't going to sit there and watch this shit crash no more. It don't happen to me. And I'm going to stick to my principles. All right? The same fire that got under him got under me. And instead of me charging people for this, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the game. Fuck it. Because they piss me off. I'm pissed. Because they ain't teach me this, and I'm pissed. Why did I take to me 35 years old to learn this? I'm pissed. They owe me, and I want to tell everybody so you can tell your kids. We gonna get that bag from. We coming for that money from these people, man. We coming for it. I'm coming for it. I'm telling them I'm coming for it.
Me angry. And I don't know why I got so angry, but I got angry because I felt like I was checking all the boxes. I was doing good in school.
He said he don't know why he got angry. I don't know why I'm so angry. I don't know why I'm acting like this, but I do because they owe me and they owe you. That's why I'm over here saying the things that I say. That's why I tell you, you're making a mistake when you're spending your money on foolishness. That's the money you should be investing. And I'm very strong with it because I'm mad. I told you it's like bittersweet. When I saw the money in my portfolio, I said, holy shit. I was happy for like maybe 2 minutes because my mind moved very fast. And then instantly I just got pissed. I was like, yo, this is bullshit. And they're like, yo, you got this. I'm like, man, fuck that. They owe me. Why they didn't teach me this a long time ago? Who kept this information from me? And watch what he said. He said he was checking off all the boxes. Who created these boxes that he had to check off, telling you had to go to college to be wealthy, telling you had to go through all this schooling to be wealthy? Why they didn't tell you the 3 things that make the most wealth is starting a business, real estate, and stocks? Why didn't tell us this? Maybe we would bought Facebook. They don't want you to buy Facebook because if you buy Facebook, then you ain't gonna be the one that going out buying that Louis Vuitton shit either. Because you're gonna be knowing, yo, I ain't spending my money on that Louis. I gotta put my money over here because I'm trying to get wealthy. They don't teach us these principles. You got to look for the information. What they say. If you want to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book.
My butt in school. I was going to do all the right things, become a doctor, and do everything that I was told. But what I didn't realize is those boxes weren't my boxes. Who created these boxes? And why is there this whole world of financial education that we're never taught?
I just explained that to you. The reason why we were never taught is because they don't want you to get away. They want you to stay right where you at. With somebody like me, they don't like somebody like me that's going to tell you this stuff. Then again, they know how they manipulated you and brainwashed you so long that they know that only a few people gonna listen because they've been brainwashed since a baby, since a child. But somebody like me, they don't like somebody like me.
Because if this is how wealthy people build and grow their wealth, why is everybody else not taught this?
So I want to make a distinction here. Are you saying that in order to build wealth, people should buy a house?
No. If you want to build wealth, you have to buy assets. But
Boom. If you want to build wealth, you got to buy assets.
people say buy a house. What does that mean to most people's eyes? It means buy my home.
Yeah.
I want to buy this nice place for me to live.
Which is what most people do when they get a bit of money. They take their salary from work and then they go and buy a house to live in, and then they pay into the mortgage, which means that they are now building an asset, right?
They're building what many people call generational wealth, which is one of the biggest lies when it comes to money. The reason
Did you hear him? I was talking about this yesterday, but the audio went out. He's 100% right. My realtor explained this to me when I bought my house. The interest is front loaded on the house. If you're living in the house, it's a liability. It's not an asset. This house that I live in right now technically it's a liability. Even though the price went up in value, I'm glad the price went up in value. So now I got equity in my house. But if that price didn't go up as high as it did in value because I bought it during the COVID-19, when everybody was scared and the market crashed, I bought my house at the low prices with the lowest possible interest rate ever. My interest rate on my home is 2.25%. Not because I'm smarter than you. It's because I bought it at the right time. Right now, the average house is around 6% interest. My interest is 2.25%. It's no way. I don't think it's ever going to go that low again. My realtor told me, picked the phone up. His dad, matter of fact, picked the phone because they got a family business. He owns his own brokerage. My realtor is rich as well. So he bought he's the realtor, and his dad is the guy with the money, the finance manager. They got their own business. Okay. So his dad picked up the phone and called me. He said, "Hey man, these interest rates, I ain't never seen them this low. I've been working this business 30 years. I ain't never seen his interest rates this low. I think it's time for you to start looking right now." I was like, bet. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't asking no questions. Because remember, I've been knowing this guy for about maybe almost a year. When I first met him, he ran my credit. He was like, "Man, just take your time. You qualified, man. Just do what you got to do." I had to sell one of my cars because of my debt to income ratio. I had to do a lot of moving and adjusting to get this house for my children. Right. So I done had all the fly cars. I done been dumb. I had AMG Mercedes. I had, I got a Mercedes now. It's not a new one, but it's still a classic. It got 23,000 miles on it, but it's not the $60,000 Mercedes that I had. I had a Dodge Scat Pack, right? I bought that. I had an Acura TL when they first came out, brand new, right? I was wasting money like shit because I didn't know these principles. That's why I was doing that. I didn't know. And then I had to sell all that shit and buy my house so I could qualify to buy the house. I got the house. Thank God that his dad called me and said, "Yo, man, I ain't never seen it like this before. I think it's time right now. You need to jump in the market." I said, bet. I hung the phone up and I thought to myself, I said, man, this man ain't never called me. And he talking about he ain't seen this shit this low in 30 years. I'm in there. And then I called his son like, "Yo, your dad just called me, man. When can we go looking?" He was like, "Man, we could go next week." I went next week, looked at 3 properties, and that was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. I said, "Bro, I got the bread." Then that man see my finances, and he said, "Yo, how you make all this money in the market?" He said, "Man, I've been trying that game for the longest. I can't never win that game." And I was like, "Bro, this is what you need to do." And he been following me ever since. He called me every day. I just talked to him a little while ago. He called me every day. I told him I was selling as well. I told him before I was selling that I was going to sell. Why? Because he follows me. And trust me, he's making $50,000, $60,000 right along with me. Right? Because he mimics my moves. Because he, like I said, he see my financials. And he's seen, because when you buy a house, they got to see where you get your money from. They not just going to let anybody qualify from a house. So when he see that I got all that money out of the market, he was like, "Bruh, what is you doing?" let me know. I was like, man, I appreciate you, man. Follow me. Show me. I'll show you. He gave me his phone number. I've been in this house 5 years already, and I talk to my realtor every day. Right? And he's a white man. And everything I say, the man follows me. I wake up like, yo, I just bought this. He be like, all right, hang up. And he go buy that shit. And I'll be like, yo, I'm about to sell this. He be like, all right. He hang up the phone and he go sell that shit. It's funny though, but he making a lot of money over here, you know. And he always be like, man, when we get it, he tells me, he said, man, when we hit that $100,000 mark, he said, man, we gonna go into business. I'm gonna go with you. We gonna buy a couple houses, not no one apartment house. We looking for turn door. We looking for something with like maybe 10 doors, 10 or more doors. And he the realtor. But you know, you bless people, you look out for people. He sees I'm making him all this money. You know, I'm not doing it for anything in return, but just watch God. When we get that 10 apartment building, 10 or more, he said minimum 10 doors. That's what he said. He the realtor. I'm following his lead on this now. He been following my lead. So when we get to the money, I'm going to follow his lead. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we supposed to do as a community. He's a white guy. So let's keep it going.
Reason why is because your house is actually a money pit.
What up, Smitty?
And that's why I want you to think of your house as a liability. But I want you to hear me clearly. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a house. I'm not saying it's bad to buy a house. You have to treat your house like a liability. This suit that I'm wearing is a liability. This watch is a liability. My shoes are liabilities. Should I not buy them? No. I got to make sure I can afford them. So when people think about buying a house, what do they think of? They think, I'm going to build generational wealth. I'm going to build wealth. I'm going to pay it off. And I'm going to be able to have more freedom in my life because I can own this house. Let's go with the best case scenario. You buy a home for, let's call it $300,000. You pay it off.
You listening to him? He's telling you the best case scenario about buying a house and living there. Not an investment property, just living there.
And throughout your lifetime, this $300,000 home grows in value to $1 million. And now you're going to say, Justpreet, I've showed you this is an asset. My house tripled in value, more than tripled in value, and now I'm going to pass it down to my kids. So now, he said his house tripled in value. I just tripled my value in XRP. I just 5x my value in XLM. Of course, it's a more risky investment. It's not as stable as a house. But just imagine if the money that people were buying these houses with, they were putting it in these assets. I'm going to use these assets to grow my wealth so I can stabilize. See, once I reach a certain amount of money, it's over with. It's no more need to be taking too many risks. Okay. Once I get to like $100,000, $200,000, I don't never need to lose that money again. Okay. It's time for me to move that money to a more stable, secure investment like real estate. Now I can move a little differently. Right? So if I had, say I made $200,000 out of this bull market, right? Maybe let's say 150,000. I'm going to take maybe 25,000 and go splurge because I'm a human and I got to see the fruits of my labor. I'm talking about go crazy. I might go on some vacations. I'm talking about run it up, right? But that $125,000, I can't go less than $100,000 ever again in my life. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm going to move that money somewhere where I can maybe get 5 to 6% on my money. That even though it's not as fast as a crypto market go, but it's security, right? I can't lose that security blanket. I need that money to make money for me forever. That way I don't go below a certain amount of net worth, right? And grow from there. Then I might take maybe 10,000 of that money and put it in the market and start all over again with the riskier investments. But I cannot afford to risk the wealth that I just created because it just like you got it, it could be taken. Right? So I'm using these risky investments, which is not so much risk once you do the research, right? I'm using these quote unquote risky investments to grow my wealth to a substantial amount. That way I can move that wealth to something more secure, more stable. That's guaranteed
maybe a money market, a savings account that's going to give me, I know savings account, high interest savings account that give you 4 to 5% on your money a year. So my money just be sitting over there, but I'm collecting off of interest. And I'll take maybe 10,000 and go put it back in the market and let's run it up again. But at the same time, I know I got this security blanket. It's not about being so rich and so rich. I just want to be secure and wealthy where I could do what I want to do and can't nobody tell me I can't. That's how I want to live. I want to break the chains where I could buy my freedom back. How much would it cost for me never to have to work again? I need that amount of money. Whether it's $1 million, 2 million, 3 million, that's all I need. It was where I never have to work again. How much does it cost for me to buy my freedom back? That's what I'm striving to get.
Yeah, your kid's got $1 million house, but unless they have the income to support paying for $1 million house, they might have to find some more cash. Now what do they do? Because you can't just pull cash out of this house, right? I mean, it's not an ATM unless you go to the bank. The bank will give you the cash because the bank says, oh, you have $1 million house. How about we loan you $800,000? But that's not an ATM because you have to pay that money back plus interest. And now, unless your kids have the income to pay for the property tax, to pay for the insurance, to pay for the upgrades, to pay for the maintenance and the mortgage, they can't afford the house. So maybe now they have to sell. Okay, now you sell it. You got $1 million. Great. We're not even going to talk about taxes right now. But you got $1 million. You're rich. But if they don't have any financial education and you have $1 million, what's going to happen?
I can answer that. If you got $1 million and don't have any financial education, what you think is going to happen? You're going to blow it and you're going to fuck it all up. Do you hear when KBB on his platform and he talking about how the athletes lose money because they don't know what the hell they doing with the money? They got all the money, but they don't know where to put it at. They don't know where to apply it at. And then here come the big money managers coming and preying on these athletes because they know they don't have no financial education. You got to remember, these kids are these athletes when they start playing are kids, 20, 21 years old. When they come into all this wealth, they don't have any clue. You want me to explain to you why? Because their parents don't have any clue. The ones that have a clue, normally their parents have already taught them when they was young, and they don't do the stuff that the other athletes do, like go buy these 500,000 Rolls Royce just because they. I mean, it's not a bad idea if you got that much money, but what are you going to do with the majority of your money? If I had 10 million, it's all right to blow $1 million, but what about that 9 million? If I got 10 million and I blow 5 million, I just fucked up. You see, it's all relevant. It's all makes sense. So with no education, no knowledge, you will fuck the bag up.
Well, let's think about this. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? If I went down the street and I asked the average person, if I wrote you a check for $1 million today, what would you do? What are people going to say? I'm going to go to the Bahamas. I'm going to buy myself a nice house. I'm going to buy myself a nice car, buy myself some nice clothes, go to the Gucci store, go to the Louis Vuitton store, and buy myself the extra guac at Chipotle. That's what.
Like a dumbass. That's exactly what they going to do. Like a fucking dumbass. Give me $1 million. I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put some money in this market, in this crypto world. I'm going to have all the fucking crypto I want. I'm going to have some property. And I'm going to create a business. Because those are the 3 things that bring you the most money. Those are the 3 things that bring you the most money, the most wealth. Owning a business, starting a business, investing in real estate, and investing in stocks and crypto. I'm going to say crypto as well now because crypto is coming on strong here. It's going to be it's a hell to play with. It ain't going nowhere.
What the average person will do. Now, maybe you're a little bit more financially smart. You say, I'm just going to live off of $50,000 a year. But after 20 years, you have nothing left. Not to mention the fact that 10 years from now, that $50,000 a year lifestyle is going to buy you half of what it can today.
That's because of inflation. Inflation, your money loses its value by 2%. Oh, well, that's what the Federal Reserve target is, 2% inflation every year. But right now, we have like 4 or 5% inflation. So last year, your money can't buy you what it could buy you this year. It's more less valuable. Last year, your money was worth more. So for people that don't understand what I just said, saving your money and not having your money using or going to work for you is not a good idea because you lose money every year because of inflation. So idle money sitting around is a bad thing. It needs to be deployed and going to work for you. Your money should be working for you, not sitting in a vase somewhere, sitting on a counter somewhere, because in 5 years, that money going to be less valuable because of inflation. They steady printing inflation. Here comes Bitcoin. The opposite. The supply is capped on Bitcoin. They can't keep printing Bitcoins, right? That's the value in Bitcoin. It's the opposite of the dollar.
So now let's go back to that situation. You thought you built generational wealth. You did a good thing by paying off the mortgage because you don't have to pay the mortgage payment. But is that really the type of generational wealth that you want? And now to fully hammer this home, I'm not saying it's bad to own a house. It's actually very great. It's an amazing thing to own a house free and clear because now you can rest assured, you don't have to worry about the mortgage payments. If you have the financial education, that's great. But let's talk about now the real way to do this and build true wealth. When I buy...
So let's listen to what he said. The real way to do this and build true wealth.
My real estate investment properties and my property values go up, the rental values also go up. The rent is what pays for the maintenance. The rent is what pays for the upgrades. The rent is what's paying for the property taxes and the insurance. The rent is putting money in my pocket. And this is cash flow that I can use. I can use this cash flow to buy a vacation. I can use this cash flow to buy food. I can use this cash flow to pay for my lifestyle. But your house doesn't do that. You have to pay to live in your house.
But people think, they're getting their mortgage payments, they're spending whatever they are, spending on their mortgage payments. They think we're kind of told that mortgage payment is an investment into an asset.
Your mortgage payment is a payment to your bank. Banks are not stupid. In fact, they're very smart. Banks do something called front loading your mortgage.
Boom. That's what my relative talked to me about. He told me this and he broke it down to me. And he was like, man, don't tell everybody else that shit, because the bankers really sell you a lie when they sell you a house. If you don't understand this right here, you won't know. They front load your mortgage with interest. I watched this already a little bit yesterday, so I know what he's going to say. It's like 15 years of front loaded interest that you paying the majority of interest. At the end of that is when you start cutting into that principal. But the banks really don't tell you this, that they don't need to tell you that. They expect you to know this.
What that means is if you go out and get a 30-year mortgage, which is what many people do in America, and you pay $3,000 a month on your mortgage, you're not paying $1,500 to your interest, your bank, and $1,500 to your principal, your equity. The way it works is banks front load your mortgage, which means for the first almost 15 years, it's about 14 years and 8 months or so, but for almost 15 years of your mortgage, the first 15 years, the majority of your mortgage payment is going directly into your banker's pocket in the form of interest. Which means if you're paying $3,000 a month on your mortgage, for the first part of your mortgage, maybe $100 is going out of the $3,000 into your equity. The other $2,900 is going right into your banker's pocket with interest. And now, after 15 years, now half of your mortgage payment is going to your equity and half is going to interest. But if you refinance before that 15-year mark, that starts over.
Right? A lot of people like to refinance. That's not always a good thing because, like he just said, if you refinance, you basically just sign a brand new loan and start the process all over again. People refinance to take money out of their house. I was talking about this yesterday. You can either refinance your house, you can get a home equity loan, or you can get a home equity line of credit. It's people on this app that don't understand what that means. Because they be trying to, because I was talking to KB about the home equity line of credit, and the person was like, oh, look at that, Mr. Home Loan, but he supposed to have all this money. That's because they stupid. They don't understand the difference between a home equity loan and a home equity line of credit. The home equity loan is what it is. It's a loan off of your collateral in your house, right? But the difference is the home equity loan come with an automatic payment. So if you borrow $100,000 out of your house equity, instantly you get a payment right then and there, and it's a one-time deal. You get the $100,000, but you also get a payment attached to that. And if you pay that $100,000 back early, you can't use it again. The home equity line of credit is like a businessman's tool. That's what I wanted to get, because then I can use that $100,000 line of credit. And if I don't use the whole, say I just want to buy a property, they tell me I need to put $30,000 down, then I can take $30,000 from my home equity. I won't use the other 70,000, and they will only charge me interest on that $30,000. And once I pay that $30,000 back, then I can use that money again. A home equity line of credit is almost like a big ass credit card, using your house as collateral. The home equity loan is just what it says. It's a one-time loan. You get the money all up front. So depending on what you want to do, if you want to buy a boat or a car or something like that, then you get the home equity loan, because you know you're going to have that asset you want to, you want to pay for. But if you want to make sure, because home equity loans normally have better interest rates because they know it's a fixed interest rate. A home equity line of credit, if you don't get a fixed rate, it's adjustable rate. So it goes based off the rates at the current time. That's why it's for a businessman. It's for somebody like me. Say I got a house and I see the crypto market crash, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. I could take out $50,000 out of my house, put it in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin rise, I sell it, pay the loan back, and keep the profits. Or I could take that money, put it in, buy a little fixer-upper house, put the money into the house, fix the house up, sell it, right? Sell it back to the market, take the profits, pay my home equity loan off, and then keep the profits. Then I could do it again. It's like a revolving door of credit, like a credit card. That's the difference. That's why the idiots don't know what they talking about. Oh, the money man need a loan. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a line of credit, dumbass. I said a HELOC. Home equity line of credit, not a home equity loan. Two different things. Okay? And it's not a refinance of the loan, which would start my whole loan over. I'm never going to refinance this house because I got the lowest interest rate in the world. It makes no sense to refinance this house. I will never get a lower interest rate. Most people refinance their house once the interest rates come down. So let's say you bought a house and you had a 6% interest, and then the interest rates came down to around 4%. And you say, yo, I want a lower payment. I want to refinance my house and get that lower interest rate. That would be a good idea to refinance that house and you get that lower interest rate. I would probably never refinance this house because of the interest rate that I have right now. It's locked in. It'd be stupid. It'd be a dumb business move for me to refinance this house. So that's why I would never do that. Unless the interest rates go below 2%, then yeah, I'll refinance. But I don't think that ever gonna happen. I think that was a one-time deal because of the biggest scare in the world history, COVID.
And so this is where banks.
What up,
understand the game.
CP3? I see you, CP.
Again, I'm not against buying a house, but you got to understand the game of money. And most people don't understand that. And so the mistake that people make is they buy a house they can't afford. And now they're paying all this money into their mortgage, thinking that I'm building wealth. They no longer have money to save. They no longer have money to invest into other real assets.
You see what he's saying right there? I understand what he's saying. I did it the way he's talking about. I took my money, invested it first, made the money to put down on my house first out of the investing world. Then I bought my house when I was able to afford it by investing first. I build up the down payment in all the expenses and all of that, lawnmowers and all that stuff. I build that money up out of the market first. Then I end with extra, so that way I didn't sell everything I had and then bought my house and ain't have no more money in the market. No, I built up my money more than enough than I needed, and I sold what I needed to buy my house, and I still had more money invested. That's how I'm growing my money as we speak to this day.
And their money is just going to pay down their mortgage, thinking that this is going to build my wealth, but you've been sold a lie.
What up, Damian Lewis? I see y'all. CP3 in the building. C. Roberts, Phoenix Rising. Appreciate y'all pulling up on the kid. You know, we going to get this money around here. If not, we going to get some education. That's one thing we going to get.
This term opportunity cost, most people don't know what this term opportunity cost means, but it appears to be very pertinent to what you're saying, especially when you just said this is money that you can't then invest in assets. Can you explain what opportunity cost is and how it's impacted if you buy a house?
Sure. If you have, let's make the numbers very simple. You want to buy a $100,000 home, and let's say the banks require a 20% down payment, $20,000. You could do a few things. Number one, you can take that $20,000 and go out and buy this house. And now that's how that money has been used. But if you use that money to buy the house, you lose the opportunity to take that $20,000 and say, use it to buy a rental property. You lose the opportunity to use that $20,000 to invest in the stock market. You lose the opportunity to take the $20,000 and maybe build a business. Now the question is,
notice how he keep talking about those three things. Those three things. Building a business, investing in real estate, and investing in the stock market. Those are three most powerful things in the world to grow wealth. Three things right there. So those are points that we need to remember, and we need to teach our kids that right there. That point right there. Stock market, real estate, building a business. They need to learn that from babies. When they grow up, what you want to be? A fireman? No. We want to be a business owner. So while you're growing, let's think of businesses that you could come up with. You want to start a landscaping business? We're going to get you a lawnmower. Then with the profits you make from your business is what you decide if you want to invest in real estate or the stock market or both. See, now we starting to get somewhere here. Now we starting to get somewhere here. Build a business with the money you make from your business. You don't just go blow it. You then invest your profits into a business, into real estate or the stock market. Right there. Or crypto.
what is going to give you the best and most growth? Now, hopefully,
But that was Bitcoin, but don't nobody hear me though. That Bitcoin is the one that gave you the best and most growth. Now here come XRP.
this house that you buy will go up in value. It's not guaranteed. We know the houses don't always go up in value, no matter what.
Miss Akimi in this thing. What's up, Miss Akimi? I'm working on it, Miss Akimi. I ain't said too much cuss words or nothing in this live stream. You'll be proud of me.
Your banker says, no matter what your real estate agent says, because we saw what happened after the 2008 crash, where real estate prices were slashed in half. It was as much as 93% real estate values dropping in the state of Michigan, where I am. So we know real estate prices don't always go up. Stock prices don't always go up. Businesses don't always work. Everything has a risk. But now the question is, which risk do you want to take? And which risk do you want to take first? Are you in a situation now where you're ready to go out and buy a house? Or do you want to build your wealth first a little bit more?
That's what I did. I built my wealth first, then I bought a house. So he's right about that. Because if you save up all this money your whole life and you put it into it and buy a house, then you have no money to invest. Right? So that's where they get that opportunity cost. That's where that comes from. Because you lose the opportunity to grow more wealth because your money is tied up in a different asset. So you always have to judge based off of your situation what works best for you.
And that's the question that I want people to start thinking is, am I ready to buy a house? And then people say, well, if I go out and invest my money, the problem is housing prices keep going up. I'm chasing this housing market. It keeps getting more and more and more expensive. And you're 100% right. It's a risk. But there's also a risk the housing prices could fall.
I think one of the biases that makes people want to buy a house is that they're currently renting and they see that as just giving money away. So they think, listen, I could spend this money on a mortgage and I'll own this thing one day, or I could spend this same $2,000, whatever it is, on rent, and I'm never going to own this thing.
Well, I'm here in Los Angeles right now. I had to stay in a hotel. That hotel payment is paying somebody's mortgage. It's paying somebody's college tuition. It's paying for somebody's stuff. When I go to a restaurant and I eat out, I'm paying for somebody's mortgage. I'm paying for somebody's college tuition. I'm paying for somebody's bills. Because when you go out and you rent, that's what everybody says. I'm making my landlord rich. Well, when you eat at a restaurant, you're making that restaurant owner rich. When you go to a hotel, you're making the hotel owner rich. When I go and buy a mug, I'm making the mug owner rich. And the reality is, yeah, it's good for you to own a house. But are you ready to own a house? Can you afford to own a house? And what do you want to own first? I rent where I live right now. I'm making my landlord rich today. I also rent where my office is. I'm making my office landlord very rich because my office rent is very expensive. You feel bad for me? I hope not. And this is where We have to get over these money myths that many people keep selling you, that you can't build wealth if you rent where you live. You can't build wealth if you don't get a good degree. That's not the way that the system works. See, there's the traditional rules, and then there's the real financial education money rules. And again, I'm not saying it's bad to own a house, but it's bad to own a house you can't afford.
How do you know if you can afford one?
Well, there's 3 parts to affording a house. You have to afford the down payment, you have to afford the monthly payment, and you have to afford the moving costs.
This is very perfect. This is what you live off, that 70%. If the 70% of your income doesn't cover all of these things, then you can't afford it. Because you always should have 30% of every dollar that goes towards saving and investing. Period. And that other 70%, you should be able to cover all of your living expenses. If that's not true, then you can't afford it.
I'm going to go start from the simplest one, which is the moving costs, because many people don't factor this in. When you buy a house, you got to move in. And I'm not talking about the closing costs. You might have to hire movers, which are expensive. You might have to upgrade your furniture, which is expensive. You might have to upgrade the house, which is expensive. Factor that in. Then I want to talk about your down payment. People don't like when I say this, but I don't say what I say to make friends. I say what I say to help people be better with money. If you want to afford the house, you have to have at least a 20% down payment. That way you actually have some equity, some skin in the game. That way you can actually afford the house. The third part.
So now what he's trying to tell you right there is a lot of these real estate companies, they tell you come with 3%, 5%. Well, if you do that, your payment is going to be higher. If you come with 20% down, your payment is going to be lower and you're going to have some equity inside that house. Well, before you even start, you're not going to have a highest payment as you can, and you already going to have basically some skin in the game. Your property will have a little equity on top of it on the first day of move in. But if you put 5% down, you pretty much don't got no equity in the house. You remember what he said, you're paying the bankers early. You're not really paying your principal down, so your mortgage, the value of your house is no equity right there. You have no wiggle room, That's why he's saying he recommend people put down 20% on your house. So think about it. 20% of $100,000 is $20,000. There's no house in America that's worth $100,000 unless it's a trap, unless you're living in a trap. The average home price is like $350. So that's telling me off the break you need about 65 bands. Right? This is what he's saying. The bank is not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you give them 20,000 and you qualify.
Part is you have to afford the monthly payments. Now, every bank is going to have a different rule for you. Banks have like the 28% rule and these other rules.
Sorry, just on that last point, why do people not like it when you say that?
Because it's very hard to pay a 20% down payment. Housing is expensive. You want to buy a $500,000 house? You have to have $100,000 as a minimum for your down payment. Okay. And that's extra cash.
Okay.
Now, if we talk about the monthly costs, the simple way that I like to follow it is you have to have a system for yourself. You have to know how much money you are allowed to spend, how much money you need to be investing, and how much money you have to be saving every single month.
Do you hear this guy? This is a rich man here. This ain't something Biz making up. This is principles of wealthy people. He said you must have money that you invest. This ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, right? And I'm telling the community that we have money to invest. We just wasteful spend it on foolishness, right? So as he's saying that, guess what? I programmed some drops in this thing, and it sounds like it's time to play one of them drops for you guys.
Y'all problem is not getting money, man. Y'all get money, bro. Some of y'all some hustling mom. Woo! I don't want to cuss, but you know who you is. Y'all get money. The problem is what you do when you get it. You'll blow it on the dumbness, and then at that you scared to lose it. How you blow it on stuff you don't get a return back, but you scared to buy a piece of Apple, buy a piece of ownership in Apple, Buy a piece of ownership in the liquor store on the corner. Buy a piece of ownership on the gas station, the Burger King you go to, something. Buy a house, an investment house, not to live there, to rent it out. Not to live there. We talking about an investment house. Y'all scared to do that. Y'all go put it in the bank account. And guess what? They use the money to go invest it. It's not getting money. Y'all get money, man. Start using it differently. That's it.
Bingo. Y'all get money. You just ain't using it right. You blow it on the dumb shit. This is a fact. And we all can look in the mirror and know if we are that person. That's your invested money and that's your savings money. It's funny to me that 90% of Americans don't have $1,000 in a savings account in case of emergency. That's crazy to me. But it's true. I was once one of those people to pay attention to that. So if something bad happens, your ass in a bind because we live beyond our means. We always spending excessively on foolishness. And just look in the mirror and see if that's you. If that's you, you must at least try to start changing that. Don't keep doing the same thing, right? The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Don't just keep doing the same thing, okay? You must change the way you think.
Then just factor it in. So the way I like to look at it, a simple rule of thumb is something like a 75-15-10 plan, which says for every dollar that you earn from here on out, 75 cents is the maximum that you can spend. 15 cents is the minimum that you invest. 10 cents is the minimum that you save.
What'd he say? What'd he say? So Biz just come up with these numbers out of nowhere?
From here on out, 75 cents is the maximum that you can spend. Dollar that you earn from here on out, 75 cents, 10 plan, which says for every dollar that you earn from here on out.
For every dollar that you earn from here on out, from today forward, every dollar that you earn from today forward, what you supposed to do with it?
75 cents is the maximum that you can spend.
I say 70, but he says 75. He giving you 5 cents extra.
15 cents is the minimum that you invest.
So 15 cents on a dollar should be the minimum you invest. Think about that. So if you 15 cents on a dollar. So if you got $10, that means $1.50 should go to investing. It's not a lot of money. I'm more aggressive than that, though. That's not a lot, okay? These are not principles that we can't do, but people don't do this shit. Instead, we spend more than what we actually make. This is why you in credit card debt. This is why you got all these bills out here. This is why you can't pay this and you can't pay that, because you're living beyond your means.
10 cents is the minimum that you save. Now, let's do the math. If you know that you make
10 cents, you should save. So that's, if you got $10, should be $1 going to saving, $1.50 going to investing, and that's $7.50 going to bullshit. I mean, your life. In bullshit together. Whatever you want to purchase, you should have $7.50 to do it. We need to start teaching our children this. I'm trying to tell you, we need to start teaching our children this, because it makes sense if you got that time frame, right? If you got from the time you 18 or 20 until you 65, you can imagine how much accumulation you could do, because that 15 cent that you're investing out of each dollar is going to grow for you. Right? So that 15 cent is going to be growing. If you consistently doing this, he say do it every month, right? Financial literacy. This is the game. Giving it away for free.
let's call it $100,000 a year. That means the max you can spend out of the $100,000 is $75,000. So if out of that $75,000, you can afford your mortgage costs, you can afford your food, you can afford your vacations and lifestyle, then sure, you can afford it. But if you can't afford that, then you can't afford that mortgage. And the reason why I like to go by this rule is because some people are going to say, I can live in a small house, I just want an expensive car and some nice vacations. Other people are going to say, I want a beautiful home. I don't care about the car and vacations. So now you can factor it all in.
So if you make $100,000 a year, 75,000, you should be spending on your actual life necessities. 15,000 should be invested, and 10,000 should be in a savings account. Me, and that savings account is for emergencies and stuff like that. Me, I'm investing all of that 25,000 because I'm trying to catch up. I use my savings account, my brokerage account, as my savings account. I invest all that shit because if I need something, I just sell a little bit and go buy something. I do not want my money sitting in no savings account because I don't need it. Because the brokerage account is just like a savings account, but it's on steroids. Especially if you invest in the right areas, right? It's like on steroids. I just showed you. I just sold my initial investments out of most of my investments to put that money back into my dry powder. Now I'm playing with house money. I'm winning like shit over here. You could do the same.
Blender, how much can
Matter of fact, I got another drop program in here because I've been working on my platform. We're going to let this one play because this is going right along to what he's saying.
White people teach their children not just financial literacy, but teach them financial understanding and financial comprehension. And the general rule that you'll find that most Caucasian and wealthy people teach their children is to follow what's called the 10-10-10-70 rule. 10% of your money you should give to a cause you believe in, charity. 10% of your money you should save, put it in a savings account for yourself. The other 10% you should develop an investment fund to figure out how you can find something to make your money work for you instead of you working for your money. And then the rest of your life should be lived off that 70%. And I've also found that you'll see that wise people, they do not buy something once if they can't buy it twice. And if we started following that 10% charity, 10% investment fund, 10% saving, living off of 70%, not buying something once if we couldn't afford to buy it twice, we'll find that we are putting ourselves in a position where we always have cushion capital to deal with the problems of life, and we will not be engaged in this excessive unnecessary toil that comes from poverty. We'll be able to have a freer mind, less stress, and be able to have access to our creativity, find our purpose, fulfill our purpose, and get some real joy and happiness out of life.
Did you guys hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear it because my screen went black for some reason. Hopefully y'all can hear that. I can still see the chat though. I don't know what's going on. Let's see.
you afford out of that 75% of what you make?
Do you think people even know how much money they spend?
No.
I was thinking, I wonder how many people listening right now know over the last 6 months.
She said, do you think do people even know how much money they spend? Quick answer, no. This is the truth. So what does that tell you? If you know that this is you, I don't know you. I'm not talking to anyone in particular. If you know that you're doing dumb things with your money, you know it better than I do. What you should do is write it down on paper. Where are you spending your money at? Understand your finances, write that shit down and try to budget, right? And try to create a budget for yourself so you can follow these principles that the wealthy follow. And then you want to teach these principles to your children so they don't have to live struggling like you. When they get their first job, this should be business 101, biz 101 on deck. They should understand this shit right off the break. And then we'll find that we'll be able to change a lot of things in our future and for our children, just with the knowledge of these basic principles right here.
It's the exact figure that they spend every single month.
most people statistically are living paycheck to paycheck.
Facts, Ms. Akimi. I see that comment. It say we would be unstoppable if we live like this collectively. It's 100% truth. This should be programmed into our brains. This is not nothing Biz just saying that people need to do like I'm doing. No, I'm doing like the wealthy people doing, because I don't want to be stuck in this rat race forever. I'm trying to buy my freedom, because you're not free. You think you free, but you got to get your ass up and go to work every day. You're not free. You a slave. You still a slave in invisible chains. I want to buy my freedom back from this corporation called America. I need to buy that shit back. How much do it cost for me to buy my freedom? That's what the goal is here. I don't want to get up and go to work. I want to get up and do what the fuck I want to do. If I want to sleep till 2 in the afternoon, I could do that. How do I do that? I need the proper assets. I need to make sure I'm buying the right assets to pay for my lifestyle and accumulate assets little by little by little, not accumulate foolishness. I probably got $10,000 worth of sneakers upstairs that I accumulated over time. Imagine if I was putting that money in investments, what that $10,000 could be turned to, and to go with the investments I got now. I would be almost ready to buy my freedom back from this corporation called America. Hey, I got news for you. We got a businessman in the office. Every time Donald Trump opened his mouth to talk, I'm going to be listening to every word that come out of his mouth, because he's a businessman. He like to say things in his speeches that affects the market the next day. So I'm going to be listening to everything he say out his mouth. All right, let's continue.
Paycheck.
So they're basically spending everything.
Or more.
Okay.
78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which means I make some money and I spend all of it or more. There's a joke that
You heard what he said? 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe this is why I come off so offensive to people, because people know that they are in the 70% that's doing this shit. So when I be like, yo, you spending money dumb as hell, maybe that is exactly why it comes off offensive, because they know that they do this shit. Look in the mirror, change that shit, because you're living wrong. You're living wrong. Write the shit down. Change some of the shit you do. Make those changes in your life. Not for you, because if you practice what you preach, guess what? Your children are going to learn from you. Your grandchildren are going to learn from you. They're going to see mommy doing it, daddy doing it. They're going to grow up understanding what the hell mommy and daddy doing. Because guess what you're going to do? As a teacher, you're going to show them what you're doing. You're going to make sure they understand. Hey, doggy, sit your ass down. I keep hearing that damn collar on your neck, man. Ching-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. Sit your ass down somewhere. They're going to learn from you, okay? Because if you don't teach them this, who going to teach them this? Tell them sub up to Biz 101. But make sure they like 21, though, because I be cussing.
I like to make, which is in the traditional Indian culture, people make $1 to spend 20 cents. In the traditional American culture, people make $1 to spend $2 through the help of lines of credit, credit cards, and other forms of debt. And the reason why, I'm going to take it a step back. I don't think you wanted me to go this way, but I'm going to go anywhere. Anyway, we live in what's called a credit-based economy, which means if you make $50,000 a year, you don't live off of $50,000 a year. At least most Americans don't.
You heard that? If you make $50,000 a year, you don't live off $50,000 a year, because you living amongst beyond your means based off of the credit system in America. They allow you to borrow money and put yourself in debt, because that's how they feed off of you. That's why when your child turn 18, that credit card coming. You want to bet? They already sent my son a credit card in the mail in his name. I told his mother, throw that shit away. Let him focus on college, understand his first year of school where he don't got to focus on none of that stuff. I want to make sure this man know how to study. I want to make sure he know how to do his homework. He got to juggle that with basketball. Then after basketball season, he get a little break and then he got to run track. He need to get his pattern down first on what he's doing because he want to play basketball. And he's going to school for cybersecurity. But remember, I know these principles. I know he should be starting a business. And I know he should be investing in real estate. And I know that he should be investing in the markets. But he's a basketball player. And he's a damn good basketball player. And one of his goals was to be a basketball player. So the only reason that he's going to school is because he wants to be a basketball player. So if he puts in the work and the determination, maybe he could play overseas somewhere. Maybe he could have a career in what he loves to do. If not, his ass is going to be out here trying to start a business. His ass is going to be invested in real estate. And his ass is going to understand how to invest in his markets because his daddy got his back. And I'm going to show him. You know, I show you guys these stuff on the internet. You think I don't show my son and my daughter what's going on? When my daughter come out, she wants to go to school as well. But I know these principles. I'm going to train up a child in the way he should go. And when they get old, they will not depart from it. That's what the books say. The books say that. These are the principles we got to start applying in our lives to lead by example for our youth. And don't just apply it and don't say nothing. That's one thing too. We do this. If I did this stuff and I didn't show my kids, I would be doing it in vain, right? I show my kids my pay stubs. I show them my investments. I show them everything I'm doing. I show them the dollar amount. I show them my credit score. I try to teach them and guide them by example, not just with my words. I want them to see. So, you know, like y'all want to say on here, show the receipts as proof. How can I love my child and tell them something and don't show them no proof? I'm not scared for them to see my credit score. That's not private to me. My kids need to know this shit. Because in the end of the day, I love my kids more than my credit score. I love my kids more than my bank account. I love my kids more than me. So they need every bit of information that I can afford to teach them so that they can take it and move on their own and go fly. But if I'm withholding information because it's just too personal. I don't need to show you anything. Just telling them what to do. People used to say when I was buying the cars, the people would say, "Hey man, that's a bad move. Why you buy that car?" They don't tell me what I should have bought. They don't tell me what I should have did. They don't show me shit. They just run in their mouth, right? So I'm buying these cars. I'm thinking, "Oh, you just hating on me. You just don't want to see me ride like this. You just jealous." When in actuality, they might have been telling the truth. Or they might have been jealous. But if they would have showed something behind it, show some proof to me, and I'd have seen like, yo, damn. So you telling me if I did that, then I could do this and then get the car? I might have thought a little bit different.
We live in what's called a credit-based economy.
What's up, V? I see you pulling up in here. Appreciate you pulling up, Miss V.
Which means you have the ability to spend the $50,000 you earned plus debt. Because as you make more money, as you have a good job, you become more creditworthy. And so as you show the bank, hey, I made $50,000, they'll give you credit cards, they'll give you lines of credit, they'll give you whatever types of debt that they can. That way now you can go out and spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, because that's what grows the economy. The more
you see how they preying off of you? You making $50,000, but you spending $80,000, $70,000. Sound like somebody in debt to me. Sound like you behind $20,000. You know who got that money off of you? The system. Because what he say, after you spend, the more you spend money, the more the economy grows. You are prey. This is why they don't teach your ass about these money moves. Because if they taught you this shit, you wouldn't do this shit. You wouldn't find yourself in all this debt because you would know this. You know why you don't know it? Because ain't nobody teach you. This is simple. It's simple. And if we would teach our children to do this from a young age, they would be so used to doing it that it wouldn't be hard. Us older people, it's hard to train us or to retrain us to do these type of things because number one, we stuck in our ways. And what they say about an old dog, that you can't teach it new tricks because the old dog is stuck in his ways. That is the biggest problem, is because you're comfortable doing the fuck shit that you're doing. And you need to change that shit. And this is the fact. I don't care what nobody say. I'm standing on it because I know it's the truth. And if you feel some type of way, I don't know it personally unless you tell me you feel some type of way. You know if you're doing foolishness. And the man just said 70% of Americans is fucked up out here. You might be in the 30% that's not fucked up out here. I don't know. But you might be in that 70% that don't know what the hell they doing. And you don't got to feel offended about it. What you need to do is look in that mirror and make some changes. And stop making excuses. Because you can do this. And you ain't doing it for yourself, man. You're doing it for your youth. If you don't care about your youth, then let them keep doing the same cycle and repeat that shit over and over again. If you don't care about your youth, but if you care about your youth, you need to tell them these principles. And that is a fact. They should not, a flat tire shouldn't fuck their mortgage payment up. They should not be getting a flat tire on their car. And now they got to spend money that they need to spend on their light bill. And now they behind in bills because they had a flat tire. Because now you got to repair the tire, get a tow truck, all that shit. They should have an emergency fund. They won't get an emergency fund if mommy and daddy don't teach them how to get that emergency fund. Because what they going to do, they going to go out spending all that shit and consuming everything. They going to get $500 check and they going to spend $700 of it. And explain to me how the hell you spend $700 and you only got $500. Sound like a problem. Sound like somebody going backwards.
More money you spend, the richer somebody else gets. And so now when you live in this credit-based economy with no financial education, people spend, the economy grows.
You hear what he said? When you live in this credit-based economy with no financial education, didn't he just tell you he went to law school and nobody taught him this shit? He graduated from law school. He was a lawyer and nobody taught him this shit. What's that telling you? If they don't teach this kid that grew up, did everything he was supposed to do, went to law school, got a lawyer's degree, is a licensed attorney. He's a licensed attorney out here. And they didn't teach him none of this shit? What's that telling you about you?
And most people have no idea what hit them.
Do you know what's really interesting is 2 days ago, I was having a conversation with one of my friends. It was actually, I did a podcast about finance recently, and in there I mentioned some of my friends, and then they messaged me on WhatsApp and we were having a chat in our group chat. And I, for the first time ever, one of them asked me to guess. We're very close friends. We talk about money, we talk about how much money we have, etc. They said, guess who has the most money in the group. So I went through and I did, I think this is this person's net worth of my 5 best friends, and I think this is how much cash they have. Now, one of my friends who is very, what's the word? I guess frugal. Lives a very, very
frugal means cheap. So right now he's saying he did an experiment with his friends. Right? They wanted to guess to see who got the most money. He said one of his friends is very, very cheap.
Simple life. As I was going through, I go, do you know what? This friend is this like high flying guy, lives in this amazing apartment. This person has all these wonderful things. This person's been successful in business. This person's successful in crypto. But you know what? I bet my mate, and I won't say his name, I bet he's richer than everyone else in that chat. All of my other friends in the chat. And so I did my little prediction and I said, I bet you've got X figure. And he replied and said, this is my current cash position.
Listen to this. So the man with the business spending all his money, got all his big houses and stuff. Then he got another dude that got rich in crypto. I don't know if y'all heard that, but you better pay attention, right? The dude got rich in crypto, and is more people, they all spending. But the cheap one over there, he said, I bet you that's the man that got all the money. Listen.
He was richer than everyone in the chat in terms of cash combined. This guy.
You heard him? He was richer than everybody combined.
Lives so free. He lives in like a studio apartment. He never balls. He doesn't have like a fancy car, doesn't have fancy clothes. And he's richer than the entire lot of my friendship group. And I thought, God, there's something really important here in terms of, and it's so crazy if you know the context of what I'm saying, because I've got a friend in that chat who's built like a big business. I've got a friend, like everyone in that chat runs businesses, is successful, but they're living in different ways. And the one friend who runs the smallest business, who like probably has the least income, is the richest.
That's crazy, because you know what happens, right? When you make that money, you spend that money. He said the dude with the smallest business got the least income is the richest, because he know money principles. He's able to save and secure and invest most of his money, while everybody else is doing a lot of spending, because the more money they make, the more things they need to buy to keep up with the Joneses. It's a lot of people running around out here like that. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm trying to get this money. I got money invested all over the place. You don't see me out here going, I got enough money. I could go buy a brand new car right now. But for what? I got a car. For what? That would be a waste. I could go on these extravagant trips right now. For what? That would be a waste. I'm paying attention to these men, and I'm trying to crack the code. I want to crack the code. That way, if I could crack the code fast enough, I could live and do what I want to do. Right? I'm definitely going to teach my kids this stuff. What about you? And your kids want to see some receipts. They don't want you to just tell them. They want to see what you're doing. Lead by example.
And over the last couple of days, it's so funny. I was thinking about all the dinners I bought this fucking guy, and I'm like, I didn't know you were a millionaire. Like, I would have been paid for everything.
But this is really, I mean, if we ignore your friends, it's very easy to look fake rich.
Yeah.
Because everybody will give you a line of credit. If I want a Gucci purse and I can't afford the Gucci, guess what? I can buy now, pay later. I can open up a credit card and buy the Gucci and look like I'm rich. When in reality, I'm just making Gucci rich. In fact, one of the richest people in the world, in 2023, he was the richest person in the world, is Bernard Arnault. He's the founder and CEO of LVM, or he's the founder and CEO of the company that owns Louis Vuitton.
What? What? The richest person in the world is the founder and owner of the company that owns Louis Vuitton. Who the hell is buying all this Louis Vuitton, making him rich? So the celebrities that wear all that shit got your ass in the store buying all that expensive shit. This dude making all the money, sitting back, richest person in the world, because of you being a consumer. Because that's what you see. That's what you train to buy. I wonder who's doing that. You telling me you need a Louis Vuitton shirt that costs $1,000, or do you just need a shirt? But you need that Louis Vuitton shirt so you could look like you rich. Do you understand me now? Is my mic on? Am I on?
And why? Because millions of people pay him to look rich, when in reality, he's the one that's getting rich. And we assume that when you make some more money, you got to start looking, when in reality, he's the one. And why? He's the founder and CEO of the company that owns Louis Vuitton. And why? Because millions of people pay him to look rich, when in reality, he's the one that's getting rich. And
ooh, that's deep. Millions of people pay him to look rich. In reality, he's the one getting rich. I saw this skit, right? They said it's a rich man, right? And the dude, he got a garbage bag, and the other dude got a Louis bag. The dude with the Louis bag, everybody thought he was the man because he had the Louis bag. The dude with the garbage bag, he had $100,000 in the garbage bag. The dude with the Louis bag had $100 in the Louis bag because he done spent all the money on the Louis bag. Who you rather be? You looked the part. You thought that was the man with the money, but the man with the garbage bag is the one who had the money because he's smart enough to put the money in a garbage bag. That's deep.
And we assume that when you make some more money, you got to start looking the part. And this is that mindset shift that we have to make. And, you know, a lot of people resonate who come from the Indian traditional families. They messaged me saying, Jasprit, I became a doctor, or my wife and I are doctors. We make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. We make a great income, but we have no savings and no investments, and I don't know what to do. And the reason why is...
Wow. They make... You hear what he just said, man? They both doctors. They make all this money. They have no savings, no investments. It tells me right off the break that they living way beyond their means. They got all the cars, all the houses, everything. They living check to check like a motherfucker just to pay for that shit because they assume that just because they doctors, they gotta look like they got the money. Instead of taking that 70-30, they ain't living like that. I wonder why that is. How is it a doctor, two doctors, they both doctors, how is it that they don't know what the hell to do with their money? Because don't nobody teach this shit. Break the curse, please. Break this curse. That's all I'm asking, man. We gotta get better, people. We gotta get better as a community, man. They can talk all the shit they want to talk about me. I'm trying my best today to be to where you could understand. It's not my problem that these people on here is very sensitive. I'm going to tell you what it is, whether you like it or not. You don't do these things, you will be in this rat race forever. When an emergency pop up, you're going to be asking everybody you know to help you out. Don't be that guy, man. Don't be that guy.
We have a Range Rover and a Benz. We have a nice house. We go on.
They got a Range Rover and a Benz. Listen to him again. Let's run it back for the people in the back.
On the doc do. And the reason why we make a great income, but we have no savings and no investments, and I don't know what to do. And the reason why is we have a Range Rover and a Benz. We have a nice house. We go on the doctor vacations. We have to look the part, but we don't have any money left over at the end of our paychecks. And it's a very easy thing to get caught up in because when you make more money, you become more creditworthy. Banks will give you bigger loans. When you make more money, you want to spend more money. And it's very easy. And you have to understand how do you control that spending. And that's why if you follow something like 75, 15, 10, one of the simplest things you can do to start is just always, no matter what, whether you're making $10,000 a year or $10 million a year, you always put money aside to invest. You always put money aside to save, and you spend whatever's left.
He said you put the money aside to invest, you put the money aside to save, and then you spend whatever's left. Shout out to this brother, man. He's whooping your ass right now. He's whooping your ass right now. I don't got to do too much. He's whooping your ass right now. You know who it is. I don't got to know. You don't got to tell me. I don't want to know. Don't give yourself away telling me I'm offending you. You know who the hell it is that's doing this stuff. You don't got to raise your hand or nothing. Because trust me, I was the one doing this same shit. Right? He gave you a grace. He said 75. I say 70. Right? But he say 75. So you got a little bit extra because of him. Once you see the power in investing, you might go 60-40. Because you like, bro, oh Lord. Because the power of investing is real, man. It ain't straight up real. It ain't no joke. It's real. So let's keep it going for a little bit longer. I don't know how long I've been on stream. I'm going to figure it out. I don't want it to be too long in case people want to watch the replay. I encourage y'all, if y'all watch the replay, just speed it up a little bit, you know. But this stuff I be talking about over here is powerful. It'll knock some of them stupid mental blocks away from you, and you can see this shit. And you like, yo, man, I need to make a change. You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell nobody. You tell yourself, like, yo, I need to make this change for real. Fuck that shit. From now on, 70-30, man. 75-25, man. Fuck that shit. Let's go.
My friend doesn't invest. The friend I'm talking about doesn't actually invest. He just doesn't spend. He like just doesn't spend money. And he's just stacked up like $1 million in cash whilst earning less than everyone else of my 5 friends in that chat. And it didn't take a long time. Like it took him 4 years or something, 4 or 5 years of just running this small business with a couple of people. When I say a small business, I mean a really like a small business, like a business of maybe 4 or 5 employees. And he's built up $1 million in cash for himself because he just doesn't spend money. And he doesn't have like an ego, doesn't care what people think of him. Yet my other friends who are earning maybe 5 times more a month have 5 times less cash than him. It's like, it was so inspiring. It was honestly so inspiring because it's times less. Yet my other friends who are earning maybe 5 times more a month have 5 times less cash than him.
Look at them laughing at these. Look at them. This is what they do. They laughing at you. This is what they really do, man. They sit there and laughing at you because you fucking up. He's giggling like a motherfucker. Ha 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 ha. That shit ain't funny. It's really sad is what it is. But they laughing at you. You think the rich people, that's why they don't give a damn about you. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It got something to do with your mindset. Straight up.
It's like, it was so inspiring. It was honestly so inspiring because it says something about the importance of saving. But who the hell wants to save? If I titled this podcast today, something about saving, no one's going to click.
It's not fun. Saving isn't exciting. Who wants to go out and save $2,000? Who wants to spend less money? We want to buy more nice things.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what it is, but it's fun for me. I like looking at them numbers on my screen go up. I like watching my money move. I think that's fun. I really do. I be like, yo, I'm getting it to it. I be happy. It'd be fun looking at the money move. I hate to spend money. That's been my, bruh. Anybody that know me tell you I'm the same way that I'm on this platform as I'm in real life. You can't keep talking to me about spending no money. That shit about to go left real quick. But Biz, you got it. You said it right. I got it. You ain't got shit. Don't keep asking me for nothing. I don't even like the tip. Like, this shit is real. This is me in real life. I do this in real life because I like to watch the money move. I like just looking at the numbers go up and down. That's exciting to me. That's fun to me. I'm just saying, man. Let's change a little bit. A lot of people, it's fun to go waste money, and then it doesn't make any sense. And as soon as they waste the money and they get in a jam, they want to borrow money from you. But you spent all your money, so now you think you got the right to borrow money from me? Nigga, please.
But unless you can control the spending, unless you know how to save, you will never build wealth.
Do you know people that are...
They don't hear me, though. Tell them again.
You can control the spending, unless you know how to save, you will never build wealth.
Do you know people that are in that paycheck to paycheck cycle, which I was in for many, many years of my life, where I'd get paid from my call center, I'd go and spend the money, and I'd pretty much spend all the money within the first couple of days of getting the paycheck, and I was just waiting the next 3 weeks for the next paycheck. What advice would you give them about getting out of that cycle? Because you almost feel imprisoned by that cycle if you're
Absolutely.
in it.
Well, before I give the advice, I want to explain to that person what's happening, because you are the prime customer for our economic system. Banks love you.
Guys, can you hear? This is what I keep saying. Listen to what he's saying. You are the prime customer. This is why they don't teach you this shit. Because they living off of you. They love you. They love the dumb shit you do. They love it. They can't wait to give you some more money so you could spend that shit so they can make more money off your ass. They love you. You are the prey. This is why it ain't black or white. They don't like you because of the things you doing. And they love to see you coming. When they see you coming, they making money. And you are the customer. You are the consumer because you don't understand these principles. Once you understand these principles, you kind of watch what you start doing. You like, hold on, fuck that shit. And then the cycle changes. But until you do that, you would never get wealthy. You would never have, man, you're going to steady be that person that never had $1,000 in case of emergency. Like real talk.
Because they can sell you payday loans, they can sell you credit cards, they can sell you lines of credit, and they can keep you in debt for the rest of your life, which means you keep making the bank rich. Corporations love you because you're not going to think twice when we show you this nice bag, when we show you this nice vacation. You're going to want the stuff, and so we love selling you the stuff. The government loves you because you're going to pay the highest taxes. Employees pay the highest taxes.
Woo! Woo! Guys, this is why you want to create your own business. And then they talk shit about Donald Trump not paying taxes. And he sat there and told you, I didn't make the tax laws. I'm going to take advantage of the tax laws. This man just told you that employees pay the highest taxes. You don't want to pay taxes. You need to get a business so you can have some tax write-offs. And then with those tax write-offs, with all that extra income, we going to invest it in the real estate and into the stock market, into the crypto market. Start a business, get some tax write-offs. Employees pay the highest taxes. I'm an employee. I'm already plotting on starting a business. I told y'all I want a dump truck so I could start my own business. I just waiting for that shit. I got 2 kids, right? I'm grinding on it. I could go buy a dump truck. It'll be a cheap truck. I could go buy it, but would that be wise? Would I want to grow my wealth a little bit more, then go buy the truck? I got goals, I got aspirations, I got things that I want to do, but the key is I'm starting the process. I'm already ahead of the game. I would have been further ahead of the game had I knew this information sooner. This is the truth.
And so when you're in that situation, you are making everybody else rich at your expense. And so if you want to break out of this, the first thing you got to understand, you need to make yourself rich before you make everybody else rich.
What? You need to make yourself rich before you make everybody else rich. Man, yo, you know how powerful this live stream is right here? This is what I'm talking about. This is like, I'm telling you, this is one of the most powerful channels on here.
Because when you're spending all your money, you are putting your money into their pockets. And you have to stop that. You got to keep that money for yourself. You're in a boat. Think of it this way. You're in a boat. And this boat has water just flowing in. And you are sinking. And you got to start by sealing the holes. You got to stop the water leaving this. You got to stop the water coming in. You got to stop the bleeding. And that means you got to stop the spending. So.
This coming from a rich man, not from me. He's not saying what I'm going to say to you. You already know what I think. You got to stop the bleeding. You got to figure this shit out. You got to stop doing this. And this ain't no game. Or you're going to continue to be the one borrowing money. You're going to continue to be the one asking people for stuff. You're going to be that guy that say, yo, man, such and such happened, man. I need $2,000, man. You got 100 for me? Going to 25 people getting $100 so you can come up for emergency fund. That's going to be you. And you're going to say, it's hard out here, man. No, you making it harder on yourself out here is what's happening. You making it hard on yourself because you're not following these principles because you want to be that consumer so bad. You can't wait to make the rich people richer because you can't wait to go buying stuff so other people can see. Let me tell you something, man. I had that AMG Benz. Yo, this is no cap. I had a CL63 AMG, pretty black, all that. Yo, you know the real talk. After about 2 weeks of me driving that shit, I was bored with that shit. It was like, oh, I got this car. It was other people looking at the car. Yo, man, that joint nice. Yo, where you get that from? Yo, D, yo, you see that, yo? When I pull up, everybody like, yo, who that? But after the first 2 weeks of me driving this shit, it was regular to me. Then I started thinking like, yo, I'm wasting all my money on this car. Bruh.
If you are in what I call the financial danger zone, which is you don't have $2,000 saved up for an emergency and you have credit card debt. If you are in that situation, you are in the financial danger zone and you have to make drastic changes. That means right now, no more eating at restaurants, no more vacations, no more doing anything that doesn't put money in your pocket, and no more Netflix.
No.
He crushing y'all. He smoking y'all. He putting you in your place. What did he say? The rich man trying to help you too. He just ain't gonna do it like I am. I'm gonna tell you a dumb motherfucker. You heard? I don't know who I'm talking to. You know who the hell I'm talking to though. Run that back again. What he say? You ain't gonna do no more of this shit. If you want to change this, if you want to keep sinking in that boat and die in debt and never have nothing to pass to your kids and give your kids the same life you had, keep doing that shit. But if you want to change your situation and your circumstances, what they ain't gonna do no more, sir? Tell them what they ain't gonna do.
And the reason why I say this isn't because you doesn't put money in your pocket. No more eating at restaurants. You are in the financial danger zone and you have credit card debt, which is you don't have $2,000 saved up for an emergency, and you have credit, or in what I call the financial danger zone, which is you don't have $2,000 saved up.
So he said $2,000. I said $1,000. Most people don't have $1,000 saved up for emergency. He said you need to have $2,000 saved up for emergency. Sir, I got that. I'm good with that. I'm good over here.
Up for an emergency, and you have credit card debt.
I don't got no credit card debt. I'm cool with that over here too. I'm gonna catch your ass, mister. I'm on your tails, bro. I'm coming for your ass. I'm trying to tell you.
If you are in that situation, you are in the financial danger zone and you have to make drastic changes. That means right now, no more eating at restaurants.
I ain't gonna eat at restaurants because I don't like to tip the waiter. So I ain't in that situation. That mean I got more money to invest. I'm coming for your ass, guy, Mr. Jasper. I'm on the way.
No more vacations.
I don't need to take a vacation until I get this bag. Once I get this bag, I'm gonna take a big vacation. I'm telling you, I'm coming for your ass, Mr. Jasper.
No more doing anything that doesn't put money in your pocket, and
I don't try to do nothing that don't put money in my pocket, Mr. Jasper. I'm coming for your ass, sir. I got all this money that I'm gonna keep investing. All the money that you talking about, I'm gonna keep investing it, sir. I'm coming for you. I'm on your heels, bruh. You heard?
no more Netflix.
I don't got Netflix. I got the cheapest thing in the world. I can't tell you what I got because then the police might get mad at me. You heard? I get all my shit for free. I got streaming services and shit that I get for free. I don't pay no damn Netflix. I'm telling you, Mr. Jasper, Biz ain't playing with you, man. They owe me. I'm coming for you, bruh. I want the money, and I'm coming for you, bruh. You and all your friends gonna have to deal with me one day. If you ain't gonna have to deal with me, guess who gonna have to deal with me? Your kids gonna have to deal with my kids, because we coming for this shit, and I ain't playing with it.
No.
And the reason why I say this isn't because you're going to save $15 a month. It's so you can save 2 hours of your time a day.
What? Listen to this dude, man. Giving you the game. He said it ain't so you can save $15 a month. It's so you can save 2 hours out of your day. Now, the Netflix is what he's talking about, because your ass going to be sitting there watching stuff. Here go Biz talking to you. You're going to be looking at stuff that's giving you no value. You're not getting no value from the shit. You need those 2 hours a day so you can put that to use to give you more value. Now, I bet you that's what he about to say. I didn't see this part. I didn't get this far yesterday. I want to see if that's what he about to say.
Isn't because you're going to save $15 a month. It's so you can save 2 hours of your time a day. The average American is watching more than 2 hours of television a day. And if you don't have $2,000 saved up, if you have credit card debt, you cannot afford those 2 hours a day being wasted on TV. And that means right now, you have to go out and start using the time to learn, start using the time to work, and start using the time to make some extra dollars.
Boom. You got to start using the time to learn, to work, and make extra dollars. Biz over here trying to help you. And the crazy part is I only come on like once or twice a week. I'm only on today and yesterday because it's Thanksgiving. I only come on once or twice a week. I be saying this stuff. I'm trying my best, yo, to wake y'all up, yo. I swear to God. I swear to God, yo. I'm trying my best. I'm giving you an hour, 2 hours a week. He said 2 hours a day. That you need to be learning. You need to be looking at these cryptocurrencies. You need to be looking at these different stocks and checking their earnings report. You need to figure out what the hell a PE ratio is and why in the earnings report and how to understand if they're making money or if the business is not making money. You need to understand this shit. I told you it only take like 45 minutes a day. He said if you're in all this bad situation, you need to be learning how to fix your credit. You need to be coming to holler at Biz. Because Biz know how to do all that shit. You know why? Because I already put the research in. And guess what? This the crazy part. I'm steady doing it every day. I'm looking at this shit. Y'all think I be on the internet all day. That ain't true. I be in the chat sometime. I don't be listening to the beat or the music like today. I was in the chat, but I was looking up stuff about XRP. How you think I know that Elon Musk is a rumor out here that he might use XRP and integrate it with the X company, the Twitter? This is a rumor, right? How you think I know that Brad Garlinghouse was rumored to be on Donald Trump's somewhere in Donald Trump's advisory board? Because I'm watching the chat. I don't gotta listen to what the content creator saying the whole time. I'm watching the chat, reading the chat, timing people out if I need to, or laughing and joking when I do hear something the content creator say. Sometimes I'll disappear out the chat for 20 minutes. But pay attention to how Biz move. Because I ain't got time to keep wasting because there's always something I could be learning. The mind, it starts in your brain. I keep telling y'all that over and over and over and over. It starts in your fucking numbskull. Your knucklehead, it start right there. That's where the shit start at. Once you change the way you think and the information you take in, it's over. Start it, yo. You got to start this shit. And if not, that's on you. I don't give a damn because I'm already running this race. I'm already moving and grooving. I'm going to be straight. I got all these principles locked and loaded. And then whatever he's saying I don't know, guess what? I'm about to learn it today. While you are focused on foolishness that ain't doing shit for you. Absolutely nothing. Wasting your time. So don't keep telling me that the white man don't like the black man. I don't think so. I think the rich man don't like the poor man. That's what I think. They're going to have to answer to me. I'm coming for these motherfuckers. You going to watch and see. Biz going to be a millionaire. Watch and see. Unless I get bad health, I pass away. But if that comes true, my kids, you watch and see. I'm not playing with these motherfuckers, yo. They owe me. The light bulb went off in my head. Didn't he tell you when he figured that shit out, he got mad as hell? I'm mad as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So what do? Start selling stuff? Stop spending money.
Selling stuff you own.
Selling stuff you own.
You know, I was thinking about selling some of my sneakers because I don't wear them shits. I got about $10,000 worth of sneakers upstairs. I ain't hold, and I know people got way more than that. I need to go through this motherfucker, have a yard sale or something, so I could get more money to do what? Invest it. Yo, this shit ain't no game out here, man. And I just want to take a few people with me, because I'm telling you right now, I'm going up yonder. Yes, sir. I'm going. I'm on my way. I'm not playing with these people, man. I am going. Okay? Are you coming? Or you going to keep making excuses? You going to keep saying what you don't want to do and what everybody don't want to do, and people don't want to do this and they don't want to do that. That what you going to keep doing? Because Biz gone. I'm out of here. I'm going. What you going to do? Or you're just comfortable being where you're at. And I'm telling you, that shit is so selfish, because if you're comfortable being where you at, your kid's gonna be just like you. It's so selfish of you to think like that. And then you tell me you love your family and you love your kids and you want to provide for your kids and your family, but you're not doing what it takes to actually make a change, yo. Real spill. Let's keep going a little bit longer. This shit might be 3 days, because I got tomorrow off too. I might come back on here tomorrow. I need to write the timestamp down, because this shit going on. How long I've been on here? 3 hours. I got to get off of here and let y'all rock. But yo, the knowledge is power. The key to wealth is understanding. Let's see how much more of this that I want to look at, because this is, look, why it's so hard to sacrifice. He got the cryptocurrency right here. The money mindset. We got all these different things. We could watch this if y'all want. Y'all let me know if y'all want to continue watching the rest of this or you want to stop. I want to continue watching it. I don't know what y'all want to do. Somebody type in the chat what y'all want to do.
So if you have a TV that you're not using, sell it. You have a car that you can't afford, sell it. If you're living in a house that you can't afford, sell it. Downgrade. Move smaller. And then work to earn more money.
I've got to say, the couple of things that I came to mind as you were saying that, and funnily enough, I put myself in the shoes of 18.
A TV that you're not using, sell it. You have a car that you can't afford, selling stuff you own. So what do? Start selling stuff. Stop spending money.
Selling stuff you own.
Selling stuff you own. So if you have a TV that you're not using, sell it. You have a car that you can't afford, sell it. If you're living in a house that you can't afford, sell it. Downgrade. You have a car.
Selling stuff you own.
Selling stuff you own. So if you have a TV that you're not using, sell it. You have a car that you can't afford, sell it. If you're living in a house that you can't afford, sell it.
Bruh, he talking to me, because I need to sell a lot of this shit I got around here. See how I can take responsibility? Because I'm trying to catch your ass, Mr. Jasper. You want this smoke for real? I'm gonna be in. You think you the man, huh? I'm coming for you, Mr. Sir. Yes, sir. I'm coming right for you, bruh. I need your money, Jack. If you got a TV you ain't watching, sell it. You know the crazy part? I got a TV I don't even be watching. That's why I'm like, yo, this dude talking to me. I got a couple flat screens running around here, and for no reason, they just on the wall. You know, in case I might use it 3-4 times a year, because I come down and watch something on the TV in my living room or something. I don't be down here watching TV. I be upstairs watching TV. I got a fucking bunch of sneakers in there that I don't even use. I got a pair of sneakers. I got multiple pairs of sneakers I never even put on my feet. They're brand new, still in the box, about 5 years old. I ain't lying. $200 a piece. $225 to be exact, a piece. He talking to me.
Downgrade. Move smaller. And then work to earn more money.
I've got to say, the couple of things that I came to mind as you were.
All right, the chat say keep going a little bit. We got V say keep playing it. Miss Shea Butter say keep playing this. Appreciate you pulling up. I never seen you before. That's what's up. That mean you be in the bushes. That's what's up, man. I appreciate everybody in the bushes, man. All I want is the information out here. That's it. This is cooking. He's cooking right now. This is so powerful. Just come on, guys. Let's take this trip. I promise you start trying this shit, you're going to see a difference. Because I know, because I did it. I did it, yo.
Saying that, and funnily enough, I put myself in the shoes of 18-year-old Stephen Bartlett when I was in that small apartment with 3 or 4 immigrants in Moss Side, Rush Home, and I was you know, my rent was nothing. My rent was £150 a month, which I could not afford and I could not pay. And I was intermittently working between call center jobs, and whatever money I got, I spent. And part of the reason I spent it, just is because, like many people watching, especially men who sometimes feel the need because of the way society is, I was trying to get laid at the same time. And it's feel the need because of the way society is, because like many people watching, especially men who sometimes feel the need because of the way society is, I was trying to get laid at the same time.
He laughing at that again. You know why that's funny to me? Because I don't be giving a damn about none of that. Because you know something, when you got that money, you ain't got to try to get laid. They coming for you. They looking for you. When you out there trying to show off and spending your last dollar to look fly and just so you can get some draws, you know what the end results of that is? You don't want that smoke, because don't get nobody pregnant. You think you broke now. You tripping. You focus on the bag. Them girls, that's gonna follow. You ain't got to worry about that. Trust and believe. I don't be even, man, they be on every time I go somewhere, they know Biz is pulling up. You think they ain't shooting they shot? You think these people don't be shooting they shot? You tripping. I don't got to do nothing. Cause they like, yo, that nigga know what he doing. He got the finances in check. They like how I treat my kids. They like how I raise my kids. When I pull up, hey, in my face, I be like, bruh, I'm good. What's your credit score? I'm on some other shit, bruh. I'm on a whole nother wave. I'm on some old other shit. You can't come around me if you ain't right. I don't want none of that problems. I'm not about to know. I'm not, what they say? Assets over liabilities. I don't need no woman that's no liability. I need an asset for a woman. I need a woman that think like me. I cannot have a woman around me that don't got no goddamn sense and gonna spend all her money on foolishness, because the lady ain't gonna spend mine. She got me chopped. Right? I need a woman that think like me, because, bruh, we ain't about to be wasting all this money running around here. We trying to grow this millions. I want to buy my freedom back. Until I buy my freedom back, I got a problem. And if the woman around me ain't trying to buy her freedom back, what the hell is we doing? I'm going to have a liability for a woman. You crazy? It was I heard this story of a rich doctor or a rich person, and you know, he got email and stuff, and it was a lady. She was a beautiful woman, and she asked the rich man, how come most of the rich men got average looking women? The rich man says, well, most of the pretty looking women, they think all they got is their looks. But those looks are liabilities, because over time, those looks fade away. That body you think you got is going to hell. Okay? All them pretty curves you think you got, that long hair you think you got, all that shit going out the window. You're going to get old. You see the old women on this app acting crazy how they look. All them boobs and all that shit y'all buy, that shit going to hell. Okay? You are a liability. The average looking woman got sense around her, because she's not always trying to be in the mirror spending all her money on her face. The average looking woman probably got business sense about her. So I'm going to get the asset, somebody that can help me with my business, somebody that could grow my business. I don't want the Barbie girl side piece that's going to, not talking about Barbie girl Tina, damn, I'm just said that as a joke. But I don't want the arm candy on me that's taking all my money away from me. A damn showgirl. I don't want that shit. You a liability. You gonna get the hell away from me, and I'm gonna take the one that's average looking, that we gonna grow a bag, and she got sense. She got good credit score. She got good job, good income. She gonna follow my lead with this investing shit. She gonna be right there with me. Let's go. And we gonna have fun. We ain't gonna go on all these dumbass trips if we ain't got no money. If we ain't got no asset to pay for that trip, what are we doing? Like-minded. Or I could do bad by myself. Cause trust, they gonna throw them draws at me. I don't got to take them all the time. You get it? This is real, man.
And it's hard when you're a young man, and I say young men in particular because the stats do support.
What up, thumbnail lady? I see you pulling up. I put your overlay up, man. Shout out to the thumbnail lady. Let me show y'all this in case y'all ain't see it. I put it up earlier, but she dropped me off one of these thumbnails. I think it's so cool. When I seen this shit, I was like, yo, she crazy, yo. This shit hard. We out here, man. This is how we rocking, man. Bitcoin and bitches, man. Biz 101. Welcome to the show, man. Looking like a bar, looking like a sign outside the bar. This the overlay right here. You heard? When y'all hit my Pinto Talk Money, we in the Bitcoin and bitches lounge. You see what it is. All right, let's get back to the content.
The fact that there is an expectation that men pay. When you're a young man, it's particularly difficult to do that, to support the fact, and it's hard, the need, because of the way society is. I was trying to get laid at the same time. And it's hard when you're a young man, and I say young men in particular because the stats do support the fact that there is an expectation that men pay. When you're a young man, it's particularly difficult.
It's an expectation that men pay for things. So he's saying it's hard when you're a young man. So I need the parents to talk to their sons, right? Because they're gonna, if they don't pay attention, they're not gonna have emergency fund. Okay? We need to break these chains. I'm telling you.
Difficult to do all of these things to cut back and also get laid. And what am I going to do? Defer getting laid for 10 years? When I say laid, I'm really saying meeting someone and falling in love and having a life. So what do I, if I'm living in a shoebox, which I was, I can't bring anyone back there. I can't take anyone for dinner. I can't take anyone to the movies. So what do I do?
And this is why every Indian parent tell their kids to become a doctor so their son can get married. It's the same concept. But here's the thing. You have to pick your heart. Either life's
Yo, he said this is why all Indian parents tell their kids to become a doctor so they can get married. This is crazy. And guess what? He said, I don't want to be no doctor. He went to law school and he said, I ain't got to be no lawyer. This is how I'm going to get this in the bag.
going to be hard now, or it's going to be hard for the rest of your life. And you have to pick what's more important to you right now. And, you know, if we talk about balance, if you want to have a balance of everything where you want to find a girl and you want to make money and you want to stay healthy, you are dividing your attention everywhere. I'm not saying it's impossible, but very few people can actually do everything all at once.
Are y'all listening? I didn't get this far in the video yet. He said it's impossible to, it's very hard to juggle all this stuff at once. You need to have focus somewhere.
And if your number one goal is to become wealthy, if your number one goal is to turn your finances around, you have to get serious about it. Because where you put your attention is where you get the results.
I know that's a fact because I got results over here because I'm putting my attention over here. And like I'm telling you, I ain't worried about no female. The female gonna come. Cause she gonna like the way I move. She gonna like what I'm doing. I don't need, but if she can't offer nothing, what am I doing here? I don't want no liability next to me. I want assets around me. Simple as that. And guess what? A woman that got assets and a woman that got money sense around, she don't want no bum ass nigga around her. Let's get it. I want to teach I got a daughter and a son. I'm trying to help them the best as I can. I'm going to teach them all this stuff. I'm already teaching them, as a matter of fact. They know both of this stuff. They know a lot of this stuff, but they still kids, you know, they still learning. They going to forget and they laugh. They think it's funny when I be talking about Bitcoin. My daughter send me pictures and shit. My daughter funny as hell, but guess what? She's paying attention, right? And I'm going to keep trying to crack the code on them kids, showing them my life. Look, this is what I'm doing. Then telling them how much I ain't doing it a right way because I should have been doing it. Baby, we should have way more money than this. This ain't shit. I be saying to them. I'm running around $100,000, right? And that ain't shit because I know it's millionaires out here. I'm a little peon out here. I'm coming for your ass, Mr. Jasper. I told you that. I'm on the way. Your ass got problems. You don't even know it.
And so if you want to be in a better financial situation, you are going to have to make sacrifices. And it's difficult. I can't come here and tell you it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be me lying to you.
I got to be honest, I did make a sacrifice. And for me, the sacrifice was I started a business. And frankly, that meant that I didn't have time to be going out, getting laid, or meeting people, or socializing. But my story arc ends with it going well. And then the romantic situation taking care of itself many years later, once it had gone well, because I was so focused on myself. And it's funny, there is a bit of a paradox to life that the more you actually focus inward, the more you become a magnet.
Yeah.
And the more I focused outward, the more
Bingo. That's what I just said. The more you worry about yourself, the more they can see that shit in you. You ain't got to chase these women, and the women, you ain't got to chase these men. You chase your own self, and they gonna see you. You can't hide. How the hell you think I can hide? I can't hide. I can't, because they can see that shit. They like, yo, man, this dude got his shit together. That's attractive. Then when they see how I am with my kids, it's over with. I ain't worried about that shit, man. Not at all. I'm trying to get this bag. I'm trying to run it up on they ass. I told you, I'm coming for this Jasper dude.
I pursued and chased and sort of neglected myself, the more harder it was to get people interested in me.
Yeah. And, you know, I also want to say that when I talk about building wealth, I'm not talking about becoming a money hungry, just money greedy. This is evil person that just cares about money. That's not what I'm talking about, because I want you to live a holistic life, because money is just one part of your life. But the second part to that is I'm not telling you to never enjoy life. I'm telling you to make a sacrifice for a period of your life. That way you can enjoy the rest of your life and never have to worry.
Boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't say I need 100 million. I need enough money to buy my freedom so I can enjoy my life. That's it. I don't need all the money in the world. I don't need everything else. I need enough money that I can buy my freedom and I don't have to work again in my life. That's all I'm aiming for. Whether that be 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. I'm coming for that ass. No homo. I don't need $100 million. I just want to be free. I'm not free because I steadily got to get up and go to work in the morning. I want to be free. If I would have did this when I was younger, who knows where I would be at by now? I might be free. I don't want to be in this rat race working until I'm 70 years old and then retiring, and then I can't do shit because I done wasted all my life in the rat race, living check to check, doing all this shit he talking about, making $90,000 a year, spending 150 like he talking about. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that's free, where I can wake up and do what the hell I want. I got enough assets that's paying me to pay for my life. And then I could chill and enjoy my life. I could be on trips. I could do whatever I want because the assets that I own will pay for that. That is called financial freedom. That's all I'm aiming for.
About money again.
It's hard for us to naturally see life as seasons, especially when we're looking forward. When we're looking back, it's very easy to say, oh, that was that season. Like I can sit here now and say, oh, that 20 to 25 was that sacrifice everything in my life to make myself something season. Mm-hmm. And then 25 to 30 was like building and learning. And then I now, can think of, it's easier actually now to think forward in seasons now that I've been through some seasons. But for someone that hasn't been through seasons in life, it's hard to think about life in those terms. I now think of my life in these 5-year seasons. Mm-hmm. And that helps me to say to, even have conversations with my partner where I go, this is the season I'm in. And it will last probably roughly this long. And I'm going to sacrifice these things and prioritize these things in this season. Mm-hmm. But it's hard for people to understand this idea.
It's difficult. And that sacrifice is difficult, especially during a time where everybody's showing off everything on Instagram. Mm.
See? This is what the shit I be talking about. Everybody's showing off on Instagram. That's what make you think you got to do what they doing and all that. Bruh, I don't be on that other shit. I don't be on that shit. When you look at if you go look at my Instagram feed, it's mostly my children on there. Like facts. I don't post up all type of nice watches and pockets full of money and all that shit. I don't post up pictures where I'm looking all fly in these dumbass clothes just so people could say, oh, I like that. Fuck what they like. I post my kids up because that's my life. That's who I love. That's who I want to be with, my kids. That's it. I don't want to be with nothing else. I want to make my kids better than me. And I want to lead by example. And if you check on my Instagram feed, it's all my children up there, motherfucker. Straight up. That's mostly what it is. You might see a few pictures there, here and there of me, but it's mostly my kids on there. Facts.
You look at your friends who have a crappy job, but they're driving around in nicer cars, going on better vacations, going to the nicer restaurants, and you're thinking, what did I do wrong? And then, especially if you're a guy, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, she's gonna say, how come they keep getting to go to Cancun? They keep going to these nice restaurants. How come you can't take me to these nice places? And now you feel like you're doing something wrong because where is this discrepancy? The reason why I call my show The Minority Mindset is because I'm a big advocate of not doing what the majority of people do.
Boom. You don't follow the herd. Yo, a lot of this stuff he be saying, I be saying, he just say it differently. But it's the truth. You don't follow the herd. You do the opposite of everybody else. That's how you come up. What the heck? Hold on, chat. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, you do the opposite of the herd, right? That's why he said he called it the minority mindset. Let me see how much I got going on over here, because this going to be a long time. Life struggles, rectify. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. We on here about 3.5 hours. I think it's time for me to get up off of here. But let me play this a little bit longer.
The first time I made $1 million in a year, I was in my 20s. I was driving a car worth $500. It didn't have a bump in a year. I was in my 20s. Not doing what the majority of people do. The first time I made $1 million in a year, I was in my 20s. I was driving a car worth $500.
So what happened when they go to the NBA or the NFL and they get all this money? What's the first thing you see them doing? Buying Rolls Royce and all this dumb shit, right? He said he made $1 million. He was buying a car that wasn't even worth $500. Turn me up. This dude tripping. I don't know if I could compete with this dude with that shit, but I'm gonna be close. But damn, he tripping. If I had $1 million, ain't no way I'll be driving a car $500. I mean, damn, he's going extreme. At least I got a Honda. Come on, man. At least I'm gonna get me 25,000. Come on, bro. You tripping? Your car had engine problems, all that shit. But I hear what you're saying. I get the message. You didn't have to show off the money, is what he's saying. But Lord have mercy, you got $1 million. You driving a $500 bucket. That shit got AC in there? Come on, man. You tripping? You cheating yourself now? Didn't you just say you got to live a little bit? What are you doing?
It didn't have a bumper on it. It was not pretty. My wife sat in the car with me, and my employees drove better cars than I did. So, you know, you got to be confident, and you got to work for something bigger, and you want a partner that's going to understand that. That's my belief, which is not the easy thing.
It's interesting because confidence.
That's crazy though. His wife looking at him, know he got $1 million, and she cool with it. I guess that's why she cool with it, because she seen what he was doing was working. You know, she has a good wife with him. This is why you got to get somebody like-minded. You know? So, let me see what he say about cryptocurrency, and then I'll probably get off here. I want to see what he's saying about cryptocurrency. I didn't get to this part though.
Is such a internal thing, and I just feel like I just probably just didn't have it then, because I think I was scared for someone to know that I was broke. I was so scared for someone to know that I was broke that I just didn't entertain romantic relationships.
And that is the reason why so many people will go into debt to buy vacations, to buy things, to buy stuff, to look rich. And ironically, that's the key thing that keeps so many people poor for the rest of their life, is because they're scared to look broke. And now when you try to look rich, that's...
Yo, that shit's so deep. I think the crypto part ain't for like another 15 minutes, man. I'm not about to go. I gotta let this live stream end so people could watch the replay. If I make it too long, people not gonna watch the replay. This is gonna be another day tomorrow. I got another day off work tomorrow, so I could try to come on tomorrow, maybe early in the morning. I want to finish this because I believe this is a powerful live stream. I'm not gonna go watch it because I want to watch it with you guys, and I want to make sure that this is fresh to me. I don't want to watch it and then get to knowing what's going on. I just watched a little bit of it, and we pretty much passed the part I watched, but what he just said right there was crazy. He's saying that's why people stay broke the longest because they don't want to look broke. In reality, what that do is make them even broker than they were, man. It just put them in a rat race. I'm telling you guys, you are the consumers. They prey on you. They need you. Without you, they won't survive. If you change the way you think just a little bit, and start applying some of these principles in your life, you will definitely see change. Point blank. It's nothing to even think about. You have to start applying these things in your life. A lot of people say, well, it's too late for me. It's never too late. It's only too late if you don't try. How do you know what will happen if you try? How about you try to do this for a year, this 70-30 rule that I'm talking about? And if say you already living above your means, fuck it. Let's go 80-20. Let's do something. Let's make some type of tracks. I bet you next year this time you got money. And then it always blows my mind because once a year they got this thing that comes around. It's called income tax returns. Once a year it comes around. It is your money that the government is giving back to you because they overtaxed your ass. And the women got kids, they get all the money. I get to file for my kids. Shout out to my baby mama. But most of the women, they get all the money. They file for their kids. They get all this stuff. Come on, guys. Let's stop wasteful spending. Let's take that money and make that money work for us. We can take a little bit to spend. Okay, I understand. You're a human. You want to spend a little bit. But if you get $5,000, you don't got to spend $5,000. You get $5,000 from income tax return. You can't invest $2,000 and spend $3,000, or vice versa. Invest $3,000 and spend $5,000. You can't do that. Let's break the chains. I'm trying my hardest because I know the power of this shit. I know. And I'm telling you, we got the president for it. The last time Trump was in this motherfucker, I made so much money behind Donald Trump. I'm telling you. The president for this shit is in here. All right? So, recap. This video hard. I'm at the 47-minute mark. I need to put that in my notes because we're going to pick up right where I left off. Tomorrow, whenever everybody else finish talking or whatever they doing, I'm gonna come on, try to squeeze in a little bit, and we maybe move a little bit through this video because I got till Sunday. I got a few. This is a good video for the weekend. This is gonna give me more time on the internet. Give you some consistency. Thank you guys for being here with me so long. Those of you that's in and out, it's okay. Watch the replay. Put that bitch on fast forward. See what I'm talking about. Understand that I'm actually trying to make a change in the way I deliver this shit. Because it matters to me. Because I don't want to be the only one seeing this type of success. Few things. This video was icy. We learned that Biz sold his initial investment in these projects he's invested in because I've tripled and 5x my money. It is no longer worth the risk to leave my initial investment in these projects, and I'm ready for the downside. I want to see some downside pressure in these assets, and if these assets end up with some downside pressure, I will be adding to my position with the money that I just took out. So I sold my initial investment out of XRP, which was $5,000. I paid $5,000 for 11,000 tokens. The price went up 3x, more than 3x my money. So I sold out $5,000 for only 3,000 tokens. So now I have 8,000 free XRP tokens. Okay, I took my initial investment out, and the same I did with XLM. I had 10,000 XLM token. The price 5x in value. I was buying at 10 cents. It went to 50 cent. I took my initial investment out of XLM because cryptocurrency moves fast and it moves and it's very dangerous. And I de-risk myself because the market is on fire right now, and I understand what that means. Okay. I know we still have Trump coming up. I know all of this, but greed is a sin. I just capture my gains, put those gains back in my pocket, my initial investment. And now I have money in case the market has a crash, which I'm praying to God it has a crash. But if it continues to go up, I don't care. I'm already good. All right. So I needed to tell you guys that because you guys follow me. And if I can't be transparent with you, then that means I'm not being honest. Okay. I would not sell anything and don't tell you I sold it because that's fucked up. And I'm not that type of guy. So to be fully transparent with you, I de-risk my portfolio only because I'm sticking to my principles. I understand that the market can go higher, but I'm not greedy. And I just won. I beat the market once again. Okay. Once again, we batting 1,000 over here, yo. 1,000 we batting over here. Right. I beat the market once again. The reason why I beat the market is because my money is out of the market. All I have in the market is profit. The profit is going to make me more money, and I'm cool with that. Right? What's the difference between 11,000 XRP and 8,000 XRP? Not that much. All right. What's the difference between 10,000 XLM or 8,000 XLM? Not that much. All I did was de-risk myself and put the money in my buying power. That way, you know, in case, where is that? Let me see. Is this it? Yeah. You see it right here on the screen. I got $7,300 in my buying power. All of this is all my initial investment in these projects, and I'm up still a lot of money. So when this hopefully this market crash, and I can put this money back in this asset. But if it continues to rise, I'm cool with that. God has blessed me already. You know, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to let God do what he do. But if this market starts reversing course, this $7,300 will start going back into this market. You know, now it's time for me to look at the charts and see where it's going and all that. But I will stick to my principles. I 3 and 4 and 5x my money. I was buying XLM at 10 cents. That shit at 54 cents right now. What else do I want? I'm going to let it keep going higher? That's a dumbass. I can just de-risk myself. I still got a lot of free crypto right now. I beat the market. I'm batting 1,000 over here. You better pay attention, you know, because I want to help you, you know. So for those of you that's following my moves, and it's not financial advice, I'm just an enthusiast that like to speak on cryptocurrency and investing topics, okay? This is not financial advice. I'm just being fully transparent in case you decide to follow what I'm doing on your own. I'm not your financial advisor, and that would be very risky for you to do. But you heard? All right, y'all be good, man. Let's get up out of here. What did it say? Biz, check XRP price. Lord have mercy. What you got going on over here? Don't tell me this shit steady going up. Shit better not be going up. Let me see. All right, I'm back in XRP. It's at $1. Yes, ma'am. That's what yep. I was talking about that at the beginning of the live stream. I sold a little bit of XRP at $1.80, and it's at still around $1.83. That's cool with me, right? The market can keep rising all it want. I got my risk out of the way. I'm out of the way. I'm not in the way no more. So, yep, you're right, Cleric. XRP been moving and grooving. So, Miss Lethal, I appreciate you for being here. CP3V, appreciate you. I think DMD went live. That's probably why the numbers went down a little bit, because people wanted to go watch DMD. But I hope those people come back and watch this stream. Shout out to the thumbnail lady for this right here. She made me this, and I think this is so funny and so cool. And yeah, y'all be good, man, because it's Bitcoin and bitches around here. You heard? Now that I finished my presentation, I could talk and laugh and joke. And I respect the people that respect me, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I hope y'all made some money around this bitch. And if you didn't make no money, all you got to do is learn and pick up the game. You should have learned some things today. You should have learned some things today that you could take with you in your real life and apply that shit. All right? I hope you do that, because you will be greatly impressed. All right, man. Y'all be good, man. I'm out of here. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all good money, man. I appreciate the chat and everybody that came through. Yeah. So let me play this on the way out so y'all could keep this in your mind, because this was very powerful. You heard?
White people teach their children not just financial literacy, but teach them financial understanding and financial comprehension. And the general rule that you'll find that most Caucasian and wealthy people teach their children is to follow what's called the 10-10-10-70 rule. 10% of your money you should give to a cause you believe in, charity. 10% of your money you should save. Put it in a savings account for yourself. The other 10% you should develop an investment fund to figure out how you can find something to make your money work for you instead of you working for your money. And then the rest of your life should be lived off that 70%. And I've also found that you'll see that wise people, they do not buy something once if they can't buy it twice. And if we started following that 10% charity, 10% investment fund, 10% saving, living off of 70%, not buying something once if we couldn't afford to buy it twice, we'll find that we are putting ourselves in a position where we always have cushion capital to deal with the problems of life, and we will not be engaged in this excessive unnecessary toil that comes from poverty. We'll be able to have a freer mind, less stress, and be able to have access to our creativity, find our purpose, fulfill our purpose, and get some real joy and happiness out of life.